panels in. We have our turrets in. We're going to ignore the fact that
Okay,
we don't have
whoops.
enough armor. But you know what?
Need to turn my webcam on. That's important. There we go.
It needs to be a broad
Need to
center.
adjust the webcam too.
Yes.
So I'm going to teach you a little neat trick about armor. So we want heavy armor for our turret wheel. But
Okay,
obviously
just
a lot
gotta
of heavy armor is
join the
gonna be too heavy.
call quickly.
So what we're going to do is we're only going to...
Alright.
What this will be is just we're making sure that
Surprise!
hey, there's BorderWise. How was your espresso?
My espresso was absolutely delicious. You guys are in a multiplayer game right now, right?
Yeah. We will save and rehost in just a second. I'm just doing a little bit of turret well armor and then we can get you in here. But yes, for those of you in chat who are unaware of who BorderWise is, fix that. BorderWise is probably I'd say probably the largest, like mostly FTD content creator at the moment. Because you do like I feel like you're the only one who sticks regularly to FTD.
Yeah, well, the
And,
algorithm bullied me, so there you go.
Yeah, also a good friend. And I'm claiming that
Yay.
just so in the future he can't claim otherwise. But
Dang it!
alright, this will be the Mori Deepwater Guard.
Also, hello, Mori!
Hello, BorderWise. Oh, it's
Love
nice
your stuff.
to see.
Pleasure to meet you in a video call.
Hello, Border Man. Hello. Ah, there he is. Exactly, there he is today, chat. We finally have Wall Smart. Not to be confused with Walmart.
It took me a second to understand that.
No, there was one that chat said like the last time we collabed, but it still has me like cackling.
Oh, you gotta be more specific, dude. Like, the chat has come up with some brilliant ones.
Because I think like Fence Intelligent was pretty good.
Fence Intelligence?
like, yeah. Like they had a lot of good ones.
They're full of good ones, chat. It's hilarious.
Alright, I saved your vehicle here, Maury, so we're gonna move over. We're just gonna return to the lobby. BorderWise, the password is the same as usual. I can get it typed up for you here in just a second.
Okay. Let's see if I
where are
remember. Oh.
There you are. There you go.
And I believe I'm joining. I have joined! How does my Twitch look? Jeez. I need to now look away from your stream and look at mine, because that's important. Hello, Death Pancakes. Hello, The Question Master. Good on you for being in 2 streams at once, because I'm assuming you are in 2 streams at once.
So I got a highlighted message here. BorderWise is the most famous for building the best canoe in FTD and his complete lack of a bridge.
That is very accurate for the most part. I've gotten better.
Line intelligence. Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Alrighty, here. Let's open up BorderWise's stream so I can look at what he's doing in the background. Alright, we got everyone here. Let's jump in. So, I will probably, BorderWise, we discovered that Maury is really having a lot of fun building Deepwater Guard, and I think you should finally learn how to do it as well. Because I saw the lore you put in that Deepwater Guard review. So...
Yeah, what lore, exactly?
The Lorston segment is a certified part of every BorderWise faction overview.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Okay, we're getting to hydrate co-host and hydrates for myself here. I actually don't have my water, so I'm just gonna drink the rest of my coffee.
I don't have water either. I have a empty glass. Shall I just eat it?
All right, everyone take 5 because we're an hour in here. I'm gonna run a quick ad break, and then everyone take like 3 minutes and go grab water.
Okay, I'll go grab a water then.
Yeah, BorderWise grabbed espresso, but not water. All right, chat.
Yeah.
We'll be like right back, just as BorderWise gets in. That's hilarious.
Yep,
Right.
just as I get in.
I'm just gonna go grab my water bottle and then I'll be right back.
Alright, me too.
Whee, I have water. Gonna hydrate. Mmm. Right, let's be cheeky. Let's see it. Thank you for the... Oh, Dr. Kreutzer, thank you for the subscription. Awesome. Right, let's do something really mean here. Or not. You can't prefab this, apparently. Wait, no, you can. Hello, Nukefar. Very quick water bait. Yeah, lightning fast. And hello, Last Data. What are you building? Well, the plan seems to be, since I'm here and Roar is here, Deepwater Guard flavored canoe. The best flavor. Delicious Deepwater Gardeners. How's everyone doing today? I did have Rorsten, like, in the background, just as I was waiting for the coffee to take effect, and, like, yeah, I'm loving what's happening over there. Who's building here? Is that you, Mori? Oh, no, that's you, Rorsten.
No, I just got back. That's probably Mori building.
Ah, Mori.
Alright.
What you building over here?
Alright, so... you forgot to do a new vehicle, didn't you, Mori?
No, that was me.
Oh, that was you who forgot to do a new vehicle.
I was thinking, like, how can we liven up the stream and keep things a little interesting while Rorsten is away getting water? It's like, you know what? Let's turn this fortress from a house into a home, so to speak. That doesn't make sense.
Alrighty. So, let's get... Here, you know what we're gonna do? I'm going to call in the little guy. Where's a test rig? There we go. Alright, I'm going to quickly delete that multiplayer starting RAF, and then I'm going to spawn in Mori's boat so that he can continue working on it. And then Mr. Wise, we will finally get you started on Deepwater Guard styling.
Hell yeah.
No.
Just
want Mori, there's your boat.
Yep. So, while I was just waiting for the coffee to kick in, and while I had you guys on in the background, I did actually start building a Deepwater Guard-like canoe. And I think it would be really fun if you roasted this thing before we started. We can continue with it if you think it's going places, or...
Hell yeah.
Or we can throw it straight in the bin and start from scratch. Up to you. Why is my...
No, I am absolutely down to take a look at it. Okay, so... This is... It's not gonna... Okay, this isn't the worst I've seen.
What a compliment.
So, my first question is, this is Deepwater Guard intention, yeah?
I mean, kind of. It's supposed to vibe like Deepwater Guard. I knew I probably wasn't going to succeed first try, so...
So my question to you is, where's the wood?
There's wood in there. Look at the internals.
The entire bottom of the hull is metal.
Exactly. Torpedo-proof.
That's not... No! You don't want to be... Look, the way Deepwater Guard arms itself is because you have the torpedo over-penetrate, so that it just goes through your hull instead of exploding inside of it. Oh, damn, okay.
What happened there?
Somebody just shot my test platform.
I misclick. It was a misinput.
It was a misinput. It was a misinput, he says, as I watch everything on fire exploding.
You blew a hole in my canoe as well.
Okay. So, I do think that maybe, sorry, chat's calling it a reverse ironclad right now.
What do you mean a reverse ironclad? This is technically...
All the iron's on the bottom instead of the front, the top.
Well, it's not finished.
Okay. So, we're gonna use Mori's ship here as an example here, because it's quite good.
Yep.
The two things I'm gonna mention right now, we can work with this if you want, or it might be easier to restart just to get the materials easier.
Yeah, let's restart. Like,
all right.
If we're committed to properly doing a Deepwater Guard, like a Deepwater Guard canoe, rather than a canoe with minor Deepwater Guard vibe.
Mm-hmm. So here, I have this here. I'm just going to quickly throw blocks on it so it doesn't disappear, because that's a well-intended multiplayer feature that I'm sure everyone has a use for, and I totally haven't brought up to the devs multiple times to remove it. But,
mm-hmm.
Alright, so, you want a canoe?
Yeah. Well, yes, that is the idea, Deepwater Guard canoe. Which will be interesting, because they really don't go in for canoes, do they?
No, they don't. I don't think any faction does, honestly.
No.
You do currently have the monopoly on canoes.
I know, right? It's like, either I'm crazy or everyone else is crazy for not doing it.
Okay, chat right now is demanding that we make a canoe hybrid carrier in Deepwater Guard style, and I don't know how to tell you guys this, that's a horrible idea.
I mean...
FTD roast for free?
I mean... The main thing with that is that we're going to have to, like... build a plane to stick on it, and also, unless you really want to put, like, essentially, well, a platform on top of the canoe, there's not a lot of room on the deck for stuff, if you have a canoe.
So, honestly, having like a flight deck just slapped on it would be really cool. Also, in terms of planes, you're never going to believe who already built carrier planes.
Oh yeah, true. That does make things more convenient. Alright, I have an idea.
I have torpedo
in my
bombers,
head.
I have dive bombers, and I have air superiority fighters. Pick your poison.
Alright, hold on. Let's see how wide
There you go.
these fellas are. It's like
They're all 23 wide, aside from the corn, which actually no, they're all 25 or 23 wide.
All right. So well, the way I like to start with canoes, are we? How do you like to build? Should we just stick with building entirely with wood and we can add metal later, or is it as we go?
The way I do it is, so you can see Mori's ship over there. I always do the metal ribbon first.
The middle ribbon.
You mean... So essentially, it's...
Okay.
You use metal for Deepwater Guard as a way to frame your build, and then you can, like, fill in the blanks, essentially. It's probably the easiest way to do Deepwater Guard builds.
Yeah, so you do the belt first, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get a belt on your craft here, shall we?
Yeah. Also, I forgot to put on the background music on my stream, so apologies to everyone watching mine. The sound of silence must have been absolutely deafening.
Here, I had Deepwater, or I had Onyx Watch music on, but I'm going to swap it over to Deepwater Guard music. There we go. Okay. So, I'm going to start you off the same way we did Mori. You get one metal slope at the back, and because you want this to be a canoe instead of a... honestly, you actually know more about building canoes than I do, which is hilarious.
Right, well, to start off with, canoes tend to be... Well, we can start with this, so... Let's see here.
Yeah.
This is...
So
this
make one layer out of metal so that we can see the shape, and then we can work from there, I think.
Okay, so you said metal slope at the... Did you say at the back or the front? Because this is the front.
Yeah, there's a metal slope at the front right now.
Right, I thought you said back. Never mind. Alright, so...
No worries.
What I like to do is, well, make it long and skinny, as you're probably well aware. So, to start off with, let's see here. Let's do one... This is going to be a long boy. Just so you're aware. This is not... this is also not how I usually do canoes, so...
Oh, it's very wide, boy.
Well, it has to be wide because we're going to duct tape planes onto it.
Well, it doesn't have to be that wide. We can just add pontoons as we need to. Are we actually doing the hybrid carrier canoe?
I mean, we can. Like
I'm down.
Here's the fun thing. Here's a particular kind of craft that I've never built, but I really want to, and that is a cruiser carrier. So for those of you who have been watching my, what do you call it? Like the custom campaign building, one of the factions, the Swell Republic, has probably one of my favorite signature vehicles, which is the Chimera, which is an absolutely beautiful cruiser carrier. Basically, in the back, it's a carrier, and in the front, it's got big guns on it. It's an absolutely silly kind of design, but nonetheless, it's, like, gorgeous. This is actually not pointy enough for our canoe purposes, at least my usual canoe standards. What are you thinking so far, Roar? Right,
So, what I'm going to say here is, let's do a bit more of a pattern here.
Yeah.
So, similar as I did with Mori, I'll walk you through a quick little pattern at the front here. So we have a bow. You want to have it very thin and go backwards, correct?
Yes.
Because we can extend it with the ribbon pattern. We don't need the bow to be wide.
Yes, true.
So here, I'm going to quickly disconnect those.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do something maybe like, let's do 2, 3, 4. Get a nice curve going in there. And then what we can do is, actually, you know what? No, we want this a little bit longer. I do agree with you there. So 2, 3, 3, and then 4. That'll get us a neat little connection there. That is where we're going to do our first connection. So the bows on Pathos-style ships are always longer than the ever connections.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do a metal slope, and then we're going to do inverted corners like this. Now we need to figure out what we want our regular pattern to be. Mori did 2 different patterns on his ship. So you can see at the front it's 7 won between each rib, and then at the back it's 5 won between each rib.
Yeah.
We can do something similar, but I know canoes are very front-back symmetrical.
Yeah.
Which means I'm going to make you have side-to-side asymmetry on this one.
Yeah. Speaking of, Mori, how you doing over here with this thing?
It's doing pretty good.
Yeah, this looks good. Sorry.
Right, so...
To get ship.
Yeah. So wait, Roar, is like heavy armor around the around this turret? That's here, so I'm assuming that's fine for Deepwater Guard, right? I know the crossbow says AJ in there.
Yeah, honestly, it's fine. So technically, it's only allowed for Deepwater Guard Godlies. I do it for all my builds because I'm actually using them in the campaign, and I really need to. I need to cheese the rules where I can to actually do a Deepwater Guard campaign.
Like what?
Otherwise, it's hell.
What happened to who needs armor? Huh? You just hide your armor. Hide your shame.
I'm just saying, you struggle against the gravitas with actual ships. I beat the gravitas with Deepwater Guard ships. We are not the same.
Yeah, actually, funny thing about that, I tweaked my current, like, most up-to-date battlecruiser, and now I can 1v1 the gravitas, so...
Oh, yeah. No, I will say, but I saw your little community post saying, like, oh yeah, small gauge APS incendiary is good against, good against Twin Guard. I was like, I said that in the video, and you disagreed with me.
No, you just said fire.
Yeah, I said APS incendiary is probably what you want to use.
Actually, yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, sorry about that.
No worries, it was very funny to wake up to that tweet or the community post.
Alright, so I should go and edit that post and saying, like, thank you, whoever commented that, and also, thank you, Rorsten, for saying that, and I didn't listen.
No, you don't have to edit, I just thought it was really funny. Okay, so we have our bow here.
Right, we have our bow.
This is a nice bow. So let's extend it back now. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Mori. Mori did promptly ignore me on this. So you can too if you want.
Okay.
But I always recommend between your inverted slopes, have at least one metal slope, and then do your pattern, and then one metal slope.
Okay.
So you can, if you look over at Mori's craft, you can see Mori decided to do 3 meters followed by 4 meter inverted.
Right.
So you could do something similar, or you want a longer design because you want a canoe, so
yeah,
obviously it's up to you how you want to do this. But
honestly, I am going to slightly ignore you by doing a pattern that I'm more familiar with. So it's just this and inverted. And I know,
there you go.
Yeah, so if we do that, let's see how this looks.
Yeah, that looks good.
Let's see how this looks. Damn, why is it nighttime?
Because multiplayer and you can't change environment, sadly.
That was a rhetorical question, but thank you.
Also, sorry, my chat right now is screaming, BorderWise, whatever you do not listen to this guy about pre-dreadnoughts. Okay, so immediately, little mistake in here.
Oh, wait, I missed the bloody... Hold on.
You missed the inverted...
I didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that at all. That was silly.
No worries, I do it all... The amount of times I've built an entire hull and then realized I forgot to put the inverted slopes for the ribs, I've had to repeat many a hull because of it.
Yep. I can't quite relate to that. I can't quite relate to that, but that whole thing of you built the entire thing and forgot to do the thing that you should have been doing continuously during the whole thing, that is... We've all been there.
Oh yeah, the amount of times I have built something and was like, oh wait, I forgot to include room for armor. Whoopsie.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. This, in terms of canoe-ness, this feels like... I don't know. It feels too lumpy.
That's fair.
Because the problem you have with trying to make, like, a canoe the way I usually do it, and a Deepwater Guard craft, is that my canoes, like, part of the reason I do that, like, the most basic reason is that I find it easy and quick to do, obviously. Mm-hmm. But also, I like craft that looks sleek. And this thing looks like it has, basically warts on it. So I'm gonna try something a little different.
Yeah, okay, no worries.
Just a little different. So you've got your little, what is it, these 1 meter slopes?
Yeah.
While
we can do larger...
We're gonna try larger slopes. We're gonna try 2 meter ones and see if that's less lumpy. Sorry to cut you off.
No, but
what were you gonna say?
No, that's absolutely allowed.
Okay, good. Okay,
He crinkled the metal. Chad, he crinkled the metal. Get him, Chad. He crinkled the metal.
What do you mean crinkled the metal? You did the
same. Remember when I said at least have at least one
slope.
1 meter slope between the inverted corners.
Actually,
okay. I want everyone to go over to BorderWise's chat and tell him he crinkled the metal.
Please don't do that. I get it. All right, I have a 4 meter slope there because I feel that would be more sleek.
Yeah, actually, that works.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try that. Let's try that.
Yeah, end of the day, the pattern is whatever you want it to be. That's the thing that's nice about Deepwater Guard.
Yeah.
And then for the canoe shape, we're going to be having it front-back symmetry, right? So it will repeat on itself.
Yeah, okay, that does look better. That looks textured enough to not be as boring as my hulls usually look, but also kind of sleek enough that it doesn't, like, I don't know, make me feel sad. I think I like this.
All right, fair enough. I like this. No, this is good.
All right, and for the width, we want to be. If we are going to be cheeky and like stick planes on this, you said your planes are, what was it, 20 something meters?
They're 23 wide. So you're currently at 19 wide. So if you just add one more, if you just add one more rib and then we just flip it around, there you go. We're at 21, and then the flight deck can just have a little bit of overhang on each side, which would add a lot of vertical detail to it. Also, Mori, I'll be back over on your ship in just a moment here.
Yep. I feel bad now because we've just kind of abandoned Mori to his own devices over there.
But Mori has a lot to fill in over. Also, Mori, you're filling in the paddle wheel area, Mori.
Yep.
Where's the paddle wheels gonna go, Mori?
Oh. I totally forgot about that.
Honestly,
No,
I
it's-
never use paddle wheels, so I probably would have done the same thing. So
No worries.
Yeah, exactly.
all right.
So the one thing I will say is all Deepwater Guard ships have to have some form of early type propulsion. Paddle wheels are the most common, but you can also get away with doing sails or
sails.
yeah. I've done weird motorboat configurations before, which also you can get away with. I love what you did with the back here, Maury. This is a good job back here.
Thank you.
Shh. Everyone be
So-
quiet. I did the thing while Rorsten wasn't looking.
Front back symmetry now. 1 second. Where's the roar panic emoji? That's just imagine those memes where it has the perfectly cut screams.
I don't know, unfortunately. All right, so
Oh, okay. I'll have to send it to you at some point. But
right. So
just
if you
imagine roar panic.
okay, I'll look at your
Alright,
stream actually. Let's have a look here. Is
There
that
we go.
what
Chat's doing roar panic right now. Just the ah.
Beautiful. Okay, so I am gonna need your input on the bow here because I can see over on Mori's ship that it's definitely not how I usually do it. And if you leave me to my own devices, we're gonna have a canoe-mageddon over here, and that's not what we want. Yet.
There we go. Okay, I put it in the group chat there. That's the exact gif I'm thinking of right now.
And my chat. Yep.
Just gets Thanos up. All right. So, do you see how we have your little 2 metal slope up right here? Here, I'll use wedges.
Where
Pink
should I
wedges,
be
my
look-
beloved.
Where should I be looking?
Right here.
Aha!
So this is your end point for your bow. Everything ahead of this point should be metal up to the deck.
Okay.
Everything behind it should have at least one layer of wood between the deck and the metal ribbon. Does that make sense?
That does make sense, yes. It's what I did
Okay,
wrong with my
perfect.
little proto Deepwater Guard canoe I showed earlier. Didn't pick up on that.
Honestly, again, Deepwater Guard style is literally the hardest to build. Since we're doing a canoe, I'm also going to let you do the same thing back here to have the metal stern as well as the bow, because I think that could be a really interesting concept.
Aha! A little treat.
Aside from that, everything else here looks great. You have a really good solid metal ribbon here.
This is actually quite an interesting way to build ships at all, really. It's not what I usually do. I usually I think, you've seen me build. Usually I do, the entire, bow first, and then just, everything. The deck, the side armor, the lower hull and all that, and I prefab the entire thing, flip it around, and that's the stern as well. So this is a little out of my comfort zone, which chat seems to approve of, thankfully.
Oh, is chat approving of it? Huge, let's go.
Yay!
Canoe can have slightly more metal as a treat. Yeah, so Maury, I noticed that you put metal around your stern as well. So normally we wouldn't allow that, but honestly, I'll allow both of you to have it as a treat today. Aside from that, though, you've done a really good job of having your hull staggered. Honestly, you've done a really good deck here. You have a
gorgeous.
lot of subdecks. It looks good. Do I start you on the superstructure now? That's the question. Because the superstructure is the hard part.
It is the hard, but actually, where's it gonna go on this thing?
On yours?
On Mori's.
On Maury's? We were actually planning on having it offset one above, have the superstructure above the paddle wheel, and then also have a smokestack above a paddle wheel.
Oh, okay.
Rory, why are you being nice? Because when people do something for the first time, it's a learning experience. There's no need to be rude to them.
That comes
Now,
later.
I know for a fact Maury's done this 2 times now, because that's... I see that metal deck. I'm gonna let you get away with that, but, right here.
Oh yeah, at the edge there. All right, I need to figure out the the bow for this, don't I?
Yes. So the rule for Deepwater Guard bows usually is you can't have more than 3 layers of metal.
Okay, so from the belt, in other words, you can do
Yeah,
one,
so you can
2 layers,
yeah.
and that's it.
Pretty much, yes. So the way yours would
Alright.
work would be... Okay, yeah, you got that handled.
Something like this, and no higher than that.
Yeah. Honestly, with the size of your ship that you're going for, because your ship is about the same size as the freebooter,
Yep.
I'm going to spawn in the freebooter. Let me know if anyone's too laggy. I don't want to lag anyone out. It's just, I have a really good PC, so I tend to spawn in so many references. Okay.
My PC's pretty chunky as well. Okay, let's see here.
So you can see how the freebooter is about the same size as yours, and how I did the front. I did the front a little bit stylized. You don't obviously have to do that. You can just do it flat like Mori's. That works perfectly fine.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, 3 layers of it. Okay, technically 4 because there's like the slopes underneath it.
Yeah, I don't, because normally those aren't as visible because that's the water line. The bottom
Okay.
slopes there are going to be your water line. That's what I'll have Mori do right now. Mori, what you want to do is you want to buid the water line for your craft. So at the bow, you want to do the same pattern except only one and have it upside down. Somebody just removed the connection rules on their craft.
Oh no.
Or they just deleted a turret. You can control that, don't worry.
Whoopsies!
Alright, here, I'm going to quickly fix that for you so that doesn't happen again. There we go.
Okay, let's see here. And the stern, not the stern, the bow. I know front from back. It basically should be like sloped back down towards the deck by the time it gets to roughly where I've stuck this wooden beam, yeah?
Roughly, yes.
Okay.
So you want it to, yeah. So the way you have those 2-meter slopes is those are going to be your actual ribs. So
Okay.
I'll show you quickly how that's going to work out. So for this first one, you're probably going to want, where is it? Let's just do this quickly. So that goes there, that goes there, and then back here as well, you're going to have the same fin, because that's good. Yeah, okay, so that's going to have to extend all the way from the bow, which means this one you can actually have lower, because you normally want like a little dip before the rest of your craft, and that's where you can put your first turret. You can see Mori did that on his craft over there. And then, like, say back here, you're going to want to have a little bit taller, back up to the bow height. And that's how you get a lot of vertical,
Okay, it's how you
ribbon
get
there.
It's how you get the verticality without doing what I tend to do these days, which is just build a massive barbette.
Yeah, exactly. Remember, a flat deck is a boring deck. And I'm going to have a lot of chatters disagree with that, but I don't care.
I mean, it is less interesting than having a not flat deck. Okay.
So the freebooter, I'm going to use this as my example craft because it's the most recent build I've done in Deepwater Guard style. There's a lot of inaccuracies, but that's because of the fact that it's a fan build.
Okay, gotcha.
Also, yeah. So, I have a little bit of the deck carved away. I should probably have more. The side turrets are a little bit off style, but that's fine. End of the day, it works. And again, same with you guys. I'm not gonna hold you to campaign standards. I'm just gonna hold you to fan build standards.
Yeah,
we're gonna make the style look like it. We're not gonna have to worry about if that's barbette wise.
Yeah, barbette. What? Seriously, what was that thing? The risky big thing, which is that prototype battleship I was being really silly with. That is the most barbette craft I've literally ever seen. I'm not sure what I was smoking when I was building that. Also, last data in chat, be careful, BorderWise, if Rorsten roasts this build, it will burn up completely with all that wood. I think that might have been an old message. But, yeah.
That's good.
Alright.
So, my question to you is, do you want paddle wheels or sails on this? Also, Mori, I'm gonna get you started on paddle wheels. Do you know how sub-objects work, Mori?
No, never used them.
Okay, so you know what? We're gonna do what
You
I
use
like to
turrets,
do.
so technically you do.
What?
Used sub-objects are just anything, it's turrets, it's pistons, and spin blocks. So you use turrets. So technically, you do know how to use sub-objects already. Just one in particular.
Hooray!
All right. Where do I have Deepwater Guard wheel?
Oh wait,
There we go.
I thought BorderWise finishes canoe, but this is a different ship, right?
I didn't
That's
finish
a different...
it, but I built a very quick one just so Roar could could criticize it and see how well or badly I did. I did very badly. I made the bottom out of metal. Apparently that's not allowed. Apparently we're not allowed to be torpedo-proof.
No, that's what the metal belt is for. That's the torpedo belt. You're fine.
Uh-huh.
Since when would a torpedo hit under the waterline, chat?
Yeah,
don't be this.
Oh no, that would just be terribly rude. Alright, I'm having trouble with this bow here. How do you do this? Alright.
Okay. Where are you having trouble with it?
Right, where does the bow end again? It ends about...
The bow
here,
ends
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so from here it should slope, like, down a little bit. Or something like that.
Yeah, you can have it do that. So there's two different ways to go about this.
I'm just looking at the
show
freebooter
you
here, and what's happening. Sorry, but I keep talking over each other, jeez.
No worries. So I'm going to show you real quick how I do my stuff.
Okay.
So I do a square corner here. We're going to make this purple, and then we're just going to... I did the same thing for Mori, and then obviously this is a baseline pattern. You are welcome to adjust it as needed.
Alright.
And then, there you go. So that's how you swope in the front there, so you get that little... The bow is raised, and then you have a little sub deck, and then back here would also be raised.
Okay.
So I will do the quick little outline for you, and then let you fill in the gaps as needed.
Yep.
And then you did the same thing Mori did, which means we have to get a little creative with our style in here.
You mean...
Because nobody left the 1 meter woods metal slope like I asked.
Well, you know, like, trying to build exactly like someone else, and I don't know. It's hard, and at some point, like, your ship has to end up the way you like it, not the way Rory likes it, necessarily.
Yeah. Unless you're submitting to Raw Roast, in which case it does have to be the way I like it.
Yeah, it has to be exact. It needs to be made of wood. It needs to, it needs to have, like, greebles all over it. In fact, preferably things like paddle wheels and sails and all that stuff. And yeah, if you don't do that, Roar will, as chat put it, Thanos snap your canoe.
Yeah, 1 second. I have the GIF here. I'm gonna put the GIF in the Discord. There you go. For everyone who's in my Discord, link is in my about section there. Just quickly look at the general chat there. That is exactly that happens to people who fail Roar Roasts.
Well, I'm just gonna show off this GIF right here. Here it is. It's just like if you submit a thing that Raw doesn't like, it's just
Oh, that's so good.
It is amazing. Okay.
So, ooh, you got the deck stagger, huge. Okay, that's one less one I got. Okay.
I mean, that just kind of happened, honestly. Right.
Okay,
and,
so the deck stagger's a little bit off. But
yeah, it's a...
Chat, do I be picky?
Right, so how do you like the deck stagger? Also, we've got a problem here that we've got a 1 meter gap there, which absolutely
1 meter
is...
you just fill in with 1 meter blocks.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so you did a deck stagger here, which isn't bad. Like, honestly, if you want to keep this, I wouldn't fault you.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue is that your arrow is pointing backwards instead of forwards. Which it sounds like a really small, yeah. So do you see how? So you can see with the black lines, it forms a little arrow pattern.
Oh.
I can paint it up for you. It's this one right here.
Oh.
See how it's a little arrow pattern?
Right.
So you just had. So you did the stagger correctly. It's just reversed.
All right, and we want it to kind of like point forward because aesthetically that just is better because it's like pointing in the same direction the craft is moving.
Yeah, it's kind of like it indicates which way is forward because the crew get a little confused sometimes.
Oh yeah, they're pirates. They are absolutely blasted on rum. So, all right.
What I will say though is, if you look at the freebooter,
yeah,
I very rarely actually follow my own rules. Like, you can see where some areas where I staggered it backwards, some areas where I staggered it forwards. The thing is, it doesn't entirely matter.
All right.
It's just the correct way is the arrow forwards, but honestly, it's your build. Build it how you want.
Right. Well, how's that? I've just done something slightly different.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Okay, we'll stick with that for now. And then we're just
pretty much, as long as you don't have any beams lining up exactly, you're good.
Right. I'm going to...
And I know some people who do 2 meter staggers instead of 1 meter staggers. That's also fine.
Alright, I'm going to get rid of our guiding pole here, because we don't need that anymore, do we?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
No, we don't. That's literally just so that the game doesn't delete your ship, because it doesn't have 30 blocks within 10 seconds.
Ah, okay. Where is this? All right.
I genuinely need to talk to the devs about getting rid of that. Okay, back to Mori. I'm going to spend some time on you. So
Right,
I slapped
carry
paddle
on
wheels on
here.
your ship.
Yes.
Slap.
I need you to make a casing for them.
Make
Which
what?
honestly, now that I look at this, I think I slapped them a little bit too high. 1 second, ignore me.
Ignoring you.
I put these a little bit too high. Let's get rid of these, and let's move them down, because pretty much the way you're going to make a casing is you're going to want to make a half circle around the paddle wheel so that the bottom part is not exposed, but the top part is... Sorry, the bottom part is exposed, the top part is not. Does that make sense?
The bottom part is exposed. Yes.
Hello,
Yeah, 'cause you want,
enchantment
you want the
tonight.
bottom part open to the water. There we go.
Yes. Okay.
There you go. Your paddle wheels are placed in. You can build around them now. It's the same as turret blocks, where like you have to leave some room so they don't collide with anything. All right, and then when you're doing that, after that we can get the superstructures. I'm going to quickly help BorderWise fill out his hull here, so I can get you guys up to the same place.
Yeah, you leaving me unsupervised. Are you sure that's a good idea?
And I believe in you. You and I have built together enough at this point, but I feel like you know most of the style.
I think
I'll build
you're
up the back
forgetting
and-
something, and that is my memory is terrible.
Okay, you know what? True. I will build up the back for you.
Right, let's do some slope stagger here. And slopes are slopes. Slopes are so slopes. Right, and
Okay,
trying to
we'll do a
copy
little
what
speed
you
run
do
here.
here. Looks something like, oh dear. Okay.
What are you OD'ing about? I'm curious.
Like, copying what you've done here with the kind of, slopey you know what? I can just literally prefab that.
True.
Like, I can... Wait, no. It's... The ship gets wider as it goes along. No!
Yeah. So, with the way you have this, you don't have to do it exactly how I did. Also, because of the fact that we don't have the 1 meter slope between the inverted corners and the triangle corners, we can't actually do it. We're gonna have to do what we did on Mori's, where we
Okay.
do something a little bit improved.
I love
Because,
improv. Okay.
There we go. Didn't realize that was painted.
Okay. I think I figured something out here.
So I'm glad that, yeah, I'll happily see what, ooh, okay, I see what you're cooking there. Also, keep in
Alright.
mind, not every level has to go up one. You can have, like, you'd have 2 ribs that are the same level, 2 ribs that are different levels. So you can see the freebooter, like, its first 3 ribs are all the same level.
Alright. Cool. I do want to raise this one just because, I don't know, reasons. Okay,
Yeah, no worries.
I think I did something here. I think I did a thing. Yay!
Sorry, chat immediately ratted you out saying the next level of deck wasn't staggered.
What? Oh, bollocks. You're right.
Yeah, no, it's hard to remember. I honestly, like I said, it's a very minute detail.
Yep.
If you don't want to stagger it, you don't have to. I won't force anyone today to stagger it.
Right, here's the thing. I usually don't care about that at all because me being a grubby meta builder, I'm just like, you know, use as many 4 meter beams as possible. So
Which
you
is fair.
Like, so yeah, usually don't do that. How am I doing now, though? That looks better.
Yeah, your second level. Yeah, so your second level. And
Oh,
your
the
first
second level.
look great.
Aesthetics is hard. It's why I don't do this.
Yeah, no, and this is what we're forcing you to learn.
I'm gonna make you build the most boring-ass canoe possible, and it'll only take about 5 minutes.
I was just about to suggest that after, like, next time we do this, we absolutely have me build, like, a non-aesthetic build and see how much I, like,
Oh, just like, it's actually really simple. We could probably do it in this stream, because it's literally like, make both ends pointy and forget about everything else.
Oh, no!
I'm gonna make you do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make you do that. We'll scream.
Yeah, Rorst panic.
Alright, this is better. This is thank you,
Ooh,
chat.
Mori, those look great.
Is it?
Good job, Mor.
I wanna see it.
The paddle wheel covers.
I wanna see it. I wanna see it. I wanna see it. Ooh! Those do look great.
No, good work there.
Thank you.
Oh, you even connected it into the ribbon, too. Okay, so...
That's looking very Deepwater Guardy already, I have to say.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie, Mori's kind of cooking. This truly is the $10 ship experience.
Yay!
Honestly, I was kind of expecting that to be what you do, Mori, is like you just make a Deepwater Guard ship for the $10 one, because that would have been hilarious. Neater campaign Deepwater Guard versus custom campaign Deepwater Guard.
Honestly, Mori, like, your build's like... Alright, so Rorsten might be, like, coaching you quite strongly right now, because that's what Rory does. But your aesthetics are, like, really good. Like, you're still relatively new at this game, but your stuff looks, like, good. It looks distinct, you have a style, and, like, yeah, if you just keep trying stuff, you're gonna make even, like, better looking stuff in the future, so...
Absolutely.
Yeah, I say that because I'm absolutely not like that. Like, when I first started out, my stuff looked like hot trash garbage, and some would say nothing has changed. So... so yeah,
let me see if let me see if I still have the design, because I can show you guys one of my earliest... I still have, like, my first design.
I have a
This is gonna be
screenshot of my first design, but...
I don't have the autosaves, never mind.
Yeah.
I
Let
mean,
me,
honestly, my design
Sorry.
looks good until you see the components of the turrets, and then you'll scream.
Well, that's the
It's
thing.
so bad.
Like,
Oh, you're talking about the Tetris?
I mean,
Oh.
I've seen your cram Tetris, and yes, what was it? It was on the $10 ship I was looking at. Yes, it is. I think that is pretty bad, but that's the thing. Like, it takes time to learn this stuff, and crams are actually something that a lot of people don't bother to learn at all. Because why would you learn a cram cannon when you could learn how to build a railgun that can, like, shoot through a ship lengthwise? And also doesn't miss, is the thing.
Oh my
Like,
god.
I
No,
love-
I thought you were talking about
yeah.
my cram Tetris for a second. I was like, what do you mean? That's good Tetris.
No, yours is fine. Yours is like,
okay.
yours is, like, lovely 3D Tetris, but, yeah, like, no, on the $10 shop, $10 ship, yeah, it's $10 Tetris for sure.
It is a $10 Tetris. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a question in chat for you, BorderWise. What is the turret layout for this hybrid carrier? A-B turret or A, B, and C turret?
I don't know what that means. I'm going to stick turrets where
so-
they fit.
Okay, fair. So essentially what they're asking here is, I'll use pink wedges again, is we could probably have a turret here,
Yep.
probably have one here, and then just have the superstructure and flight deck behind you, or maybe even have one back here as well.
I'm a fan of the 2 turrets in front and the behind is flight deck.
Okay. So kind of like those like old like Cold War hybrid carriers, yeah?
Yeah. Like them
Alright, this is
things.
gonna be fun. I'm excited for this.
Alright, so we're gonna have that, we're gonna have that. I'm just looking again at the freebooter. Okay, that's how that works. So we just carry on our wayward son over here. I am still getting used to the fact of opening up the build menu and it not pausing, which is,
Oh yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
it's funky to me. Yeah, it's like, huh. You spend, like, thousands of hours in the regular, like, single-player designer, and then it's like, huh, multiplayer is a weird universe to build in.
Alright, I'm looking at Mori's design right now. So you have your good paddle wheel covers. Let's
Yeah.
let's
but
move
I
it
don't
out
think-
by one and connect it up.
Oh, move it out by one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll
Because
I'll quickly do that for you.
It's too tight on the inside. I don't think I can fit a wall.
Actually, is it? No, you got room for a wall.
Really?
Yeah. But honestly, we can move it out by one. Oh no, okay, yeah, you need the wood wall plus the metal wall. I see what you mean. All right.
Okay, it's time for the dirty canoe deed.
Oh no, not the dirty canoe, dude.
It's the lazy canoe deed more than anything else. It is
Prefab
It's-
forward and back.
prefab forward and back.
Alrighty, let's see how it goes.
And bloop. Okay, so we're doing that for now, but yeah, it is going to look different because there is going to be a flight deck on here. And I don't know what we're going to hide underneath the flight deck for, like, this backwards bit over here. But part of the fun of building, of at least the way I build things, is that I don't plan ahead very well. Which is a problem. It's why I've got thousands of hours in the game and arguably, you know, slightly above average at it on a good day. Like when I've eaten my coffee and I've, like, you know, gone for a walk first or something like that. But yeah, so we'll fiddle with that. Wow, Phil takes a while in multiplayer.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
All right,
So my
I
question
like
to you-
this. All right.
Yeah, no, but this isn't bad. I quite like this. The first I'm going to show you those on these little corners where you did 2 meters. Let's just get those fitted away with some 2 meter squared back corners, like that.
All right, that thing.
Just so that the metal is consistent, right?
Wait, where are you working?
You never want to have hard, sharp lines like this in Deepwater Guard. So, I'm just going to adapt the style to how you want to build it. I quite like that you did 2 meters there. That's actually an interesting change from usual Deepwater Guard.
Yeah.
Styling. So good work there.
Yeah, thank you. I'm not usually a fan of having like 1 meter anything be part of the pattern on the side of the hull, just because it's like I said before, it kind of looks warty. It looks like it looks like a carbuncle or something like that. It looks like
Carbuncle.
but with the regular Deepwater Guard ships, that fits quite nicely because they are kind of ramshackle and that they're just welding stuff together. Like, we found some scrap, Captain. Where do we put it? Just put it there. Bzzzt. That's what welders sound like. Bzzzt.
Just some busy little bees. Alright, so I'm going to build a quick little paddle guard. Try to extend your paddle wheels, Mori, to about the same level that I just gave you there, because you want these to be kind of like this. And then have these probably just slope back in, like, I don't know, like here, maybe? There's other ways you can do it. I'll let you cook around with it if you want, but alright. You kind of want to have like a little guard for the paddle wheel. I absolutely just stole those off the river home, by the way. Those aren't even mine.
You are a pirate.
Oh yeah, no. The amount of time, like, if you look at the freebooter, the turrets I did, but they're copied. Like the turret caps are copied from Crossbones.
Oh.
The superstructure I copied from a friend of mine who was building this. The paddle wheels are literally, actually no, the paddle wheels are custom for this build because I wanted large paddle wheels. The torpedoes are just from the puffin. If you look underneath the puffin, those are the same torpedoes.
Ah, okay. Alright, so that's a very handy hint for, like, Mori and everyone else watching who wants to be better at, well, I guess anything in this game, but aesthetics as well, is, feel free to steal stuff. There's no such thing as plagiarism in this. In fact, people will take it as a compliment. It's like old style, it's like the medieval times. There was no real such thing as plagiarism. If somebody copied your book, it was like, oh, you thought my book was good enough to copy. Cheers.
Actually, yeah, and this goes even further, because if you look at the Cormorant and the Puffin, they have the exact same wings and the exact same fuselage. The Cormorant has a slightly modified fuselage to be bigger.
Oh, hell yeah.
But they also have the same landing gear.
I mean, efficiency. You gotta build stuff for the campaign, don't you?
I will say, the one good thing about copying like this, too, for people who want to be aspiring campaign builders or just want to have, like, build a faction for themselves, a big part of this is having those little, like, copyable parts. Modularity is what I call it, and that allows you to really have a cohesive faction.
Yeah.
So so Seawall Republic does this great, because Seawall Republic has a lot of tiny little details that I quite like that are able to really form a cohesive faction together, and it's really nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't know what my style is in FD. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my work. I guess me and everyone else working on that game are gonna have our work cut out for us, ensuring that there is consistency of appearance across factions, because at the moment we're just filling out the roster, so to speak, and then we're gonna have to go back and go over everything to make sure, like, alright, are these all appearance-wise, like, similar enough that they look like they hang out at the same bar, so to speak?
Yeah. At the same bar. Are they part of the same friend group?
Yeah, are they in the same group chat? Do they... I don't freaking know.
Do they have the same group chat?
I don't know. Do they dance at the same strip club? Well, like, whatever your analogy is. The tassels have got to match.
Sadly, I'm against people who do plagiarism, especially when they submit the same stolen stuff from my CC back in 2016. Okay, but Monk, there's a difference between that.
Yeah, that's different. That's different.
Like, yeah. Straight up stealing a design is different than taking, like, so for example, again, like I said, like, we're using a lot of pieces from the freebooter on Mori's design, for example, like the turrets. These are the exact same turrets. I'm fine with that because, like, Deepwater Guard tends to have a lot of turrets that are similar enough to each other. I don't think any craft has the exact same turrets as another one, but obviously we're taking shortcuts here. And it still matches the style. If someone takes your style, or if someone, like, plagiarizes you and then goes, oh yeah, I did this all 100% myself, instead of saying, like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Because, like, I have a sign on the freebooter that says Quarry helped out with this, Potat helped out with this, etc., etc.
Yeah, that's...
So give credit when you do take stuff.
Yeah, that's very different. Like, we're not literally saying, like, plagiarism is A-okay usually, because it isn't. It's more like, it's like good artists copy from other artists. Like, it's like, alright, I like how you say, I like your method for drawing a hand, or I like the fact that you, I don't know, build wooden pirate ships and make them look like this, and you can straight up copy that, and that's all fair and good. That's basically a compliment. But, yeah, as Roar says, true plagiarism, which is, like, saying someone else's work is your own, that is not okay, and I will run you over with a canoe if you do that. If I can find you.
Just wait until we show BorderWise how to build land vehicles. I can't wait for land canoes.
Oh, but I've made those before. They're great fun.
Oh no, please say it ain't so.
No, like, hold on. I will spawn this in, just so you can laugh at it. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, this is going to be ancient and terrible. Where is it?
So, while BorderWise, while you're looking for it, I have a quick question for you. Do you want paddle wheels on this, or do you want sails?
Sails. Absolutely sails.
Okay, in that case we have to do something fresh, and I have no idea to do this. Oh my god,
Say hello!
That is a land canoe.
It is a say hello
Jesus.
to this.
What is this?
It's also trying to
The
steer.
hell?
Oh boy! Like, this was for
jump scare.
this is for like for an Ashes playthrough I did ages ago, and this was not my best vehicle. Like, I'm not kidding. I am not good at land vehicles in general, and so this was by request. Someone, like, people said like, "Hey, build a land canoe," and I'm like, "All right." And so this thing is I just realized that this block's missing on this thing as well. Jeez.
Is it amphibious at least?
No. Not in the least. Like, look at the underside of it. Like, this thing is stuffed full of heavy armor. I'm gonna let this go now. Whoops, no, I built a new thing. I'm gonna let this go now, and you can see it sinks like a rock.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Alright, to answer to Death Pancakes, Border, you should absolutely must make a canoe walker. You think I haven't done that?
I remember your canoe walker, because I was looking at your walker tutorial to try and make a Deepwater Guard walker one day.
Oh, just for giggles. Wait, no.
Also, I want to say more. You are absolutely fucking cooking over here. Holy shit.
Where is it?
Thank you.
Oh, how good is everyone's PC, by the way?
I'm fine.
Alright, Mori, how grunty is your PC?
Yeah, Mori suffer.
Yeah, I suffers.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that tank. I want that out of here.
Alright, well, I'm gonna spawn that you want,
Alright, what are you cooking here? Oh my god, what is that? Why is it so large? What is this?
Say hello to the stall spider. Yep.
What the hell is that?
A stall spider, Jesus Christ!
She's trying to walk, but she
love
can't.
the little Oh, I love the little spider symbol on it. That's so cute. Like the little sooty with spider legs.
Yep. Alright, so like, I have made canoe walkers before. Like, this is this is the point in the campaign in Ashes where I entirely stopped giving a crap, and I was like, alright, let's just duct tape legs onto battleships that I already have. And by the way, this is one of the ugliest but most effective ways to, like, build a walker that moves quickly. It's just this very simple joint here, but it is absolutely hideous, and so, Roar, if you want to delete this, be my guest. It's probably lagging the game as well.
I have no idea. Okay, so one single joint walkers are possible. That's good to know. I will. You know, maybe that's what I'll do sometime next week. I'll build a walker.
Yay. I should mention as well that it has pistons that raise and lower, so that's how it gets its feet up and, like, off and onto the ground. So that's an important detail. So yeah, my walkers. Jeez, that campaign was hilariously scuffed because I actually wasn't ready for it. So I started cheating almost immediately.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited to see you do a new Ashes campaign. Next update, like Ashes is going to be mostly updated.
Oh boy.
Okay.
All right. So I think I've figured out what you've done over on the freebooted there. Basically, it looks like you've done deco work to hide the slopes on the bow. Yep. So I think I'm just gonna keep rolling with that, and I'm literally gonna steal the the what's its face, the deco off
Yeah,
there.
no, for sure.
Because
it's just a 2-meter slope sideways to cover up the paint. Also, Mr. Wise.
Hello.
I see this wood inverted L plus wood triangle corner.
Where?
I know you were in chat back here at the back of the ship.
Wait. Oh, it's building habit.
Yeah, I know you were in chat earlier when I pointed that out.
Yeah, I know, but it's like hundreds of hours of like building habit, like, and especially if you're live streaming and listening to people at the same time. I'm making excuses here, I know, but it's like, it's very much a case of like, yeah, no, that was muscle memory, my bad.
No worries, I get it. If it makes you feel better, I had when I first got Codal, I was still doing that because I had, you know, almost 1,000 hours at that point of doing that because I played a lot back in before they added those transition blocks. And so I had a lot of my Codal helps constantly yell at me about stuff like that.
It's like, oi, what you doing?
Yeah, literally, and it's just, yeah, it's something you'll eventually like drop, but it's hard to. Old habits die hard.
Oh yeah, it takes.
But for us older players, it's difficult. Yeah,
I mean, freaking hell, I have yet to get over my canoe addiction. I don't think I ever will. So,
hey, I think this is the closest you've ever gotten to. This is like exposure therapy to non-canoes. Like it's a little bit of a canoe, but not quite.
I mean, the canoe thing gets hyped up as well. Like, I don't think I'm going to spoil it now, but I have made a round ship before, and just, I don't know, non-canoe stuff. But here's the thing, though. Here is the curse, so to speak, is that whatever I make, people are going to call it a canoe, and they'll basically just say, like, if I make it, it's a canoe, and if I make a canoe, well, that's further evidence. It's that kind of thing.
It's a
like,
self-fulfilling prophecy, yeah.
I am trapped, basically. I am doomed, so to speak, to make canoes. It's like, I don't know, it's like I'm in purgatory, and it's just... And now, I don't know, it's a pretty sweet purgatory because there's canoes in it, but,
Canoe-catry?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, that one hurt to say.
What did he say?
I said canoe-catry.
I need to read
okay.
that, like... Okay.
Alright, here, actually, okay, I gotta quickly fix these.
Alright, call up if you will. I really... Oh yeah, I made the friggin' hockey puck, HQ for Concave, yeah. Alright.
Let's just, just going over and making minor edits just to get a little bit more accurate to the style.
Yeah, okay. I'm catching up on chat right now. I have not been looking at chat. I've been a bad boy. Okay.
No worries. Chat is just mentioning canoes.
Alright.
BorderWise is in canoe jail.
Oh, Border Wisdom. I know. Border Wisdom is build the vehicles you feel like making, and like people will give you crap for it. Oh no, it's like someone. I have to sing now. I'm so sorry. Building a canoe with Rorsten and Mori. Building a canoe. This is a fun canoe. It's taking 3 million years to build because we don't know what we're doing. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. There you go. Where's my Grammy?
All right. I put in some minor edits on the canoe just to get the a little bit up to style. All right. So sails. That's a good question. I don't do Deepwater Guard sails very often. So
I've done sails before. Sails can actually be like hilariously effective. The main problem is that it's a very delicate block, and because you can't change the color of sails, I don't know, people don't use them because, frankly, they're kind of ugly.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm stuck on the deco here. I'm not sure how to smooth this out, really.
Where are you trying to smooth it out?
Right here on the bow.
Okay, I'll be right there. Give me 1 second, I can show you. I'm just finishing up the paint and getting some new blocks in here. There we go. Okay. On the deco, on the bow. Okay, where are you trying to smooth it out? At the bottom or at the front?
At the bottom. It's that thing where it's like the underside. Because usually what I do here is that I would match the corner slopes to the slopes above them. But that doesn't seem to be what Deepwater Guard do. Looking at the freebooter over here, it's 2 meter slopes all the way down, so to speak.
Yeah, so what you want to do here is you want to have a 2 meter offset to match up with the metal ribbon, and then a 2 meter below it that matches up with the, what's it called? The front slope there. and then you can just extend that by 2, and then there you go.
Wait, where have you done that?
Yeah, I did that at the very bow. You can see how.
You did that.
So
Okay.
I'll delete one side so you can see what it looks like structurally, and then the other side is what it looks like with the deco. I will recommend it right now. The freebooter, the freebooter is a very hard way to mimic this.
Oh. Well, thanks for spawning that in.
Yeah, I don't necessarily recommend doing that. Well, I had to make the freebooter really deep to accommodate for the crams.
Okay.
But,
Also, Nova Galaxy, sail on a carrier, do you really hate your pilots that much? Look, if they're good pilots, they will drive around the sail. It's not hard.
True.
It's not invisible.
Yeah. It's like those brake cables. You know how like some carriers have brake cables where like the pilot will land and like have the hook down to catch onto the cable so it doesn't go overboard?
Oh yeah.
We just have our pilots brake with the sails.
Exactly. Just aim for the thick ropes, lads.
Okay, let's get your flight deck in here.
We're skipping ahead to that. I wanted to do the underside first because I knew that was going to be problematic.
That works too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going here, and hopefully we can puzzle out. I don't know, oh man, why is deco so hard? Why is it hard to make things pretty?
Because if it was easy, everyone would do it.
That's not a reason, but it's the only reason we have, don't we?
Pretty much, yeah. I honestly, there really isn't an excuse as to why stuff is hard to make. It just do be.
It just do be like that. Do be. On a stretch! Oh no!
I did not give Mori enough room. Oh no. You know what? Actually, that's fine. We can deco it or. BorderWise is currently.
I'm stretching. Oh!
You catch planes with the sails? Exactly!
Yay!
To make a comic arm to grab aircrafts? Honestly, we could probably do it. We'll probably throw a few cranes on it. Hydrate co-host? Alright, chat wants you guys both to remember to be hydrated.
Oh, okay. I have a webcam, so you can see my glass of water here. I'm gonna take a little sip.
True.
Pinky out to be delicate.
Oh, fancy-wise. Let's go, fancy-wise.
Did you know that water tastes more fancy if you stick your pinky out when you drink it?
True.
It's
I do
true.
the same thing with my coffee and my tea. All right, and now I'm being hydrated now.
Hell yeah. I really should
Monk
drink
Wizard is
more.
quite right in chat here. It's hard to start like aesthetic building, but once you get used to it, it's kind of like an addiction.
Yes.
I'm actually hitting a point right now where I get a little bit of burnout on aesthetic works, but like I refuse to build a non-aesthetic craft. So,
well, yeah, because here's the thing about From the Depths is like you gotta make the craft that when you look at it, or when you even think about it, it makes you happy. So, it's got to look the way you want it to look. Like, if you are absolutely fine with making a horrendous metal, like, meta brick, okay, fine. But, put just a smidge of extra effort into just making it just that little bit more pretty, and it will just be better. Also, I'm going to delete what I just did because I remembered that since this is a canoe, we can deco the front of this and then prefab the whole thing and put it back over there, and like we can save a hell of a lot of time doing like that. Also, I'm not doing an ad break today, even though it's on the hour mark, because by gum, I showed up fashionably late, and well, I have a water. I have fluid.
All right, so I'm gonna redo your bow here just so that we can get this a little bit easier. Maury, I looked over at yours. You're still doing great, so I'm just kind of gonna let you cook. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask us. We're just okay. All right. So yeah, so we're gonna do offsets for yours because you wanted to do it like the freebooter, and I have an excuse to show off my offset style.
This is
also
what
this will
I
make
get.
this will make you incredibly fast as well, which is quite nice, honestly.
Yes.
So this is good in that regard because the transition offsets are better than the up-down inverted triangles. So there is a functional reason to do this instead of just aesthetic.
Yeah. That's why I go nuts with wedges.
Honestly, well that will buff out in post. It's fine, chat. All right. How did I do this on the freebooter? 1 second. I have to go copy my own work. Okay, I did 2, 1, 1, 2. I think you'll have the same.
Actually, there is a way that, like, I don't know, how attached are we to these 2-meter slopes? How compulsory are they? Like, just on the underside.
Oh, the 2-meter slopes really aren't that required.
Ah, awesome, we can cheat.
Oh, okay, he's cheating. Ah, okay, I see, I see.
So if you do
Yeah, that works for
something
me.
like this, and suddenly we don't need to do that really fiddly deco. We can do something like this. And, well, nope, not that, not that. Okay, so now we can do that, and we can just carry on, like so, and it's very simple, and thank goodness we're not doing paddle wheels on this thing, because can you imagine breaking that up?
Honestly, it's you can see on the freebooter, it's actually easily to break up there.
Let me have this.
Paddle wheels are actually incredibly easy to do compared to Deepwater Guard sails.
No,
Because you can't do square sails with Deepwater Guard, you can only do curb sails.
Oh, right, that's an aesthetic thing, right?
Yeah, it's an aesthetic thing.
Okay, Nova Galaxy asks, will there be any Seawiz torps and broadside turrets on the ship? I have no freaking idea. We haven't built it yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we haven't even started the real build yet, guys.
We haven't even gotten started. Alright, I like that. It's not the same as what you've done on the freebooter, but like I think, like you mentioned, that freebooter is basically hard mode when it comes to aesthetics.
Yeah, because that's
below
made
the
for
waterline.
my campaign.
Okay. Alright, I see what you're doing here. Alright, so you're gonna have your troubles here now, aren't you?
Ah, no, this is gonna be quite easy to set up.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm doing a simple. So because you wanted to have those square sides instead of like the curved sides, like how I have it, that actually makes this a lot easier.
Yeah, it's why
So
I do it usually.
So all we really have to do here is just here. 1 second. Actually, I will delete that decoration. My bad.
I'm going to see if I can't preempt what you're doing here.
Copy you. And then copy you. Then we pretty much just do the same thing back and forth. I'll let you do. Yeah, if you want to do the bottom and see if you want to how you want to do the bottom of the craft, that's.
I mean,
good. 'Cause,
basically,
or
just
do you want to try the
this.
deco on the sides?
I should probably learn how to do the deco because that'll be helpful to know. All right.
Yeah. So super standard bow here. If you look at the way I did the deco, it's literally just it's the offset, but you extend it like you left-right scale it by 2 so that it covers both sides. You can see where I left it structurally for you to complete. You have 1 3-meter and 1 4-meter one to switch up.
Okay, let's see. A wood 3-meter offset left. And whoop, why did I do that? That was silly.
Sorry.
Okay.
Funnily enough, I have a question from the question master.
Yeah.
Any advice for a Scarlet style Dawn cram craft? Okay, so Scarlet Dawn, it's all about layers. You have to layer on each set of armor, and then you also have to make it like literally as hard as you can. So it's difficult, but I believe in you. Alrighty.
Alright, I think... Yay, that looks good. Wait. I didn't hit the mirror button. Dang it.
So you can just mirror mode and then... yeah, okay, so you only missed 1, so that's actually... Yeah, that's solid. That's exactly what we needed there. Good work.
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
And then, okay, and then you're doing 4 meters on the side. Yeah, that's... Okay, so can I teach you a neat little trick?
Yeah?
So right now you have very flat side slopes on the second rib, right?
Yeah.
All you have to do here, let's quickly just remove this.
Mm-hmm.
And this will make it a little bit more interesting without adding too much work. Just do your offsets like this, and it also gets you it also gets you a little bit more speed because it's a little bit more aerodynamic than just a pure slope.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, don't mind me. Just gonna delete what I've done over here.
There you go. So you can see how that yeah.
This is the from the depths thing of like you spend time doing a thing and then you realize, oh wait, no, and then you must do the thing differently. All right, so it's
again, like I said, it's mostly optional. Like when I say like, oh hey, this is a neat little trick, you don't have to do them. It's just that's how I do my stuff, right?
Well, your stuff is prettier than mine, and this is apparently an aesthetic building stream, so no, I gotta.
See, this is the one way we were able to, because I've pitched just to BorderWise in the past. I was like, hey, let's do like aesthetic stream, and we're like, no, we can just build for the custom campaign. But see, by including Mori, that's how we get BorderWise to do aesthetics chat.
You tricked me.
We did.
No.
We used Mori as the bait.
Dang you to heck, Mori! Did you know? All right, me likey.
Yeah, goddamn, Mori, you're really cooking over here. Okay, so Mori, I think you're ready to start superstructure.
Really? Oh.
It is superstructure time, superstructure time. Guess who redeemed the border sings in chat.
It was a ruse all along, Rormog, exactly.
Yep.
So, the one thing I will say with Mori is, where do you want your superstructure? Because we have a large back area here that we can use for it, and that would be the simplest way to do this.
Where do you see
and
your
then pretty much this would
superstructure
just be
in 5
freebooter
years?
but smaller. But
Oh. We actually can put it in the back, right? Because we have empty spaces
put it in the
there.
back. Yeah, we have so much empty space here, but what we could do is if we put it on the sides, that would be very unique, and then we can put something else in the back. It's up to you.
I'm thinking like maybe extend this. Hold on. Extend this,
Yeah?
and then put the superstructure on there.
Yeah, that'd be really cool, honestly. I really like that idea. Small booter. Rooston. It's not HA. Yes, HA is allowed on Deepwater Guard Godways.
Only the godlies, though.
Yes, and for today's experiment, we're all building Godways.
I should hope so. Like, just wait. I'm gonna put I don't know. I'm gonna strap a railgun to this thing just because I can, and I need railgun practice. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Honestly, we can probably just do crams at the front. You seem to enjoy crams.
I do enjoy crams. I crap on them a lot, not literally, but but yeah, I do like a cram.
Freebooter but smaller. OMG, Deepwater Guard. Rorsten, do you have any super crossbones? No, I find super versions of ships to be rather boring. I've done this before, but I am a large ship hater. I absolutely hate large volume ships. Hello, Rockboy. Hey, Kismet, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Railgun and Deepwater Guard. Honestly, it can be done. I have a design that I've been cooking up for the Electric Eel faction, but I want to use railguns. So, okay, Mori, going back to superstructure.
Right.
Deepwater Guard superstructures are incredibly layered. Hey, No Bad McFly, thank you for the follow.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say they're incredibly lame, and I'm like, wait, what?
No, they're incredibly, like... So I will say, this is the part of the tutorial where I do have to provide the caveat of... I actually am really bad at superstructures for Deepwater Guard.
Oh, it's why, it's why you steal them.
No, I didn't steal this one. This one I made. But,
Go on.
I'm not good at superstructures for Deepwater Guard. So this will be a caveat where pretty much everyone who builds Deepwater Guard, like regularly, like Quarry or Paphos or like any of the Codals who do Deepwater Guard, are better than me at this. But the way I like to start is I like to start with the bridge because that provides my my form factor. So you can see on the Freebooter, like most Paphos style bridges have these little noses, for lack of a better word, where like the metal has it kind of gets a little scrungly, if you would.
It has a snoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a snout.
Yeah, snout. Yes, exactly. Just take a look at that snout. But if you guys know that video, I will send that to you later if you don't know. But it's a really good video.
I don't know videos.
Yeah.
I don't watch internet content.
Fair. Honestly, unironically, since becoming a VTuber, I have become less online.
Yeah, because you're too, like, if you're making content, you're too friggin' busy to actually watch it. It's tragic,
I know,
actually.
right? It sucks. Alright, so you didn't make these... Oh god, you made these even with... Okay, you know what? We cook with this. Okay.
Sizzle, sizzle.
Alright, so we're gonna have it offset a little bit on the inside. So let's use the right-hand side of your ship, Mori, for this. And then and then we're gonna move it back a little bit. We're gonna do a snub nose just so the turret still has clearance.
Alright.
Having a snub nose bridge is cursed, but that's what we're calling it. How did I do this on the Freebooter? 1 second. I constantly have to look at my other ships to remind myself how I did the ship the first time. So like I'm consistently stealing from myself at all hours of the day when I do this stuff.
Chat just suggested I put I fill up the entire internals of this thing and make it a flamethrower ship. I don't think we're gonna do that, but you get points for silly fun ideas.
Okay, so that's probably going to be your form factor, Mori, and then I'll let you. You can move it up or down depending on if you want to have the bottom section with like the windows and all that and the decks. I highly recommend doing that. But that's pretty much the start of your little bridge.
Alright.
And can your turrets move all right? I just realized I love the mannequin on top of the turret there. Let's do a fire control. Let's make sure your turrets can move before we do anything else. And then once BorderWise gets his turrets in as well, that's the first thing you always want to do when you're building aesthetically is make sure your functionality does actually work. Alright, everything looks good? Looks good. Okay.
Just a note on the freebooter, I was just looking at it thinking like, what is the underhull? How thick is the underhull? And
It's not.
no, it is thick. It's like, there's like 3 meters of wood I'm seeing.
Oh, yeah! Yeah,
So-
because the freebooter, I actually spent the time to armor it properly for the first time in
Yeah.
my life. This is the first, like, properly armored ship I've ever made.
Yeah. So, just a note for anybody watching, it is generally a very good idea to have at least 2 layers on the underside of your ship, because even if it's just 2 layers of wood, that is better than just a single layer, because anything hitting you from underneath, which could include the ground, by the way, in case your ship drives into something it shouldn't, can mean the difference between your internals being exposed early or, like, your ship actually surviving at all. So, at least 2 meters on the underside. Generally a good idea. Unless the thing is completely expendable and it, like, has no armor anywhere else anyway, in which case, like, be my guest.
Yeah, for example, Veselki does not have 2 meters on the bottom. Yeah, I am quite a fan of how cute this little guy looks, though. So this is Goldwater style, which is probably one of the harder styles to build for. So that's why I didn't teach you guys how to do this today. It's like converted civilian craft into weapons of war.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've never heard the term Goldwater before. I'm learning things.
Yeah, it's a... So it was in... Like, the Marauder, for example, is Goldwater, because the Marauder is an old cargo ship.
Oh. Wow, I didn't know that. I've been shooting at that
This is why
thing
you
for
need to
years.
have your Rorsten segments on your faction overviews.
Yeah, because otherwise, like... I don't know, otherwise people wouldn't know. It is, somewhat, I guess, ironic. I went and did the Deepwater Guard overview, and that's, like, one of the 2 so far that you were not there for, because I think you would have had the most to say for that one. Oops.
I know, Deepwater Guard and Onyx Watch is probably my most built for factions at the moment, and those are the 2 that you didn't let me join. I'm so sad.
It's not that I didn't let you.
Yeah, I know, it's not.
Like, I'm just naturally, like, I don't know. I'm naturally introverted, so it literally does not occur to me to ask people to do, like, stuff for me or with me. So that's my stupid excuse, and I'm sticking with it. Right.
No, exactly. That's why I drag BorderWise to these collabs.
Yeah,
I had
thankfully.
to drag both.
Yeah. Actually, I'm very grateful for that, because, like, honestly, like, the people like me, whose, like, sociality doesn't come too naturally, it's very helpful to have someone be like, hey, we're doing this thing, and we're like, oh, okay. Okay, I guess we're doing it. So yeah,
Hey,
much appreciated.
I guess we're, you know, like the factory meme where it's like, hey, I guess we're doing this now.
Yep, guess here we are. All right.
Guess we're building Deepwater Guard now.
All right, so I'm looking over at, let's see here. All right, so the what the hell was this thing called? The freebooter doesn't really have barbettes, but I'm looking over at Mori's craft, and it kind of does. There's just a little 1 meter metal barbette. So
Yeah, and just that's all you really need is just a little barbette that fits the form feature of the turret.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be too fancy.
Yeah, I think this front turret probably doesn't need that because it's slightly elevated anyway. Although,
Yeah.
I'm tempted to do it anyway because, and this is something I've learned the hard way repeatedly over the years, is that it does help to have your turrets slightly elevated, even just a little bit, so they can fire down at things which are, like, really close or underneath them.
Okay.
Because only once in a blue moon, if you're playing the campaign, you will get something sneaking up, like, underneath you. But when it happens, it really helps to have set things up ahead of time so you can shoot it. I'm still
Okay,
traumatized
yeah.
by the alarm's little drill nukes. Although...
The alarm is one of my favorite TG craft.
Well,
I absolutely love that little guy.
It is absolutely brilliant in the way it is just a solid brick wall to, like, people neglecting their point defense and trying to coast by with just brute force. Because it's like... I actually tested it again. Thankfully, my most recent battlecruiser can successfully shoot down every nuke that it flings it away. But, yeah, really, that thing is amazing, and I hate to love it, but I also love to hate it, if that makes sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Also, Mori, yeah, okay. So I will say Mori is absolutely cooking, which is like, I feel bad because I wanted to have Mori on collab so like, we can get Mori out into the wider community. And then Mori just ends up cooking in the corner, so I have to like...
Yeah, like, ignore me for a bit, please. Like, I've got
all right,
enough
Mori,
media
back to you.
attention.
Okay, yeah, you got the superstructure. Let's set up... Okay, so the biggest thing about Pathos-style halls, like, superstructures is those little chins. Not by the hairs of the chin. Yeah, they have, like, so if you look at, like, if you look at it as a snout, then just below it has a little chin. And the chin connects to the metal part. So that's what I was saying. Maybe we can raise this up by 1 or 2.
Oh yeah.
Just here. I can get that for you. Don't worry. Prefabs. I hate working with prefabs so much all the time.
Really?
I do have a system now, which is nice. Okay, new prefab. Delete skull emoji. Load prefab. Let's put it up here. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, and honestly, this is gonna add a lot of verticality to your build as well, which I'm looking forward to. In the meantime, do you want me to build the smokestack on the other side just for the asymmetry?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so by build smokestacks, Chad, I mean I'm just gonna steal the freebooter one, but Fefston is real. It's actually one of my favorite memes, is the whole Fefston bit.
I over here was gonna do a necklace turret, but I realize now, actually I'm still gonna do a necklace turret. Never mind. Ignore me! Carry on.
Alright, so we'll have this... Oh, we can just have this right on top of the... No, I want there to be a little bit of superstructure on this side, actually. So, let's have you go here. And then, when you... Remember, chat, when you're stealing stuff like this, always remember to have... What's it called? Okay, so that's offset on the inside. There we go. It's more I made these even with. That's the other thing is I will say I normally try to avoid even with builds, just because they're harder to make work.
Oh, that's perfectly
that does not mean
normal.
you guys have to avoid them.
That is perfectly normal. They're actually really difficult because a whole bunch of like sub-objects in particular are like you can't put them directly in the middle of your craft if it's even width. It has to be offset by 1 meter either way. Which is a pain in the butt, frankly. So most people avoid that, I would say, and it makes sense to avoid it.
All right, let's add some. We're gonna have to add some deck into your craft here. It's just how are we gonna do it is the question. I really like the asymmetry you got going on here, Moriva, with the idea here. I really like how we're cooking this here.
We're cooking good slop today.
Yeah, true. This is some high quality FTD slop.
It's high quality gruel.
Yeah. High quality gruel.
Oh, I like that. I like the sound of that.
Oh,
Eat your porridge, it's good for you.
Alright. Please, sir, can I have some more?
No, work.
Canoe builders be like, please, sir, can I have some ore?
Actually, yeah, we actually need to put thanks for reminding me. We need to put ores on this thing, even if they're just decorative.
I was gonna say I can do functional ores for you. I know how.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, it's not fun, but I do understand how to do it.
I mean,
it's a lot of spin block shenanigans, but you can easily make this into a trireme carrier.
Oh yes, with a sail on top.
Honestly, what I'm thinking for yours is if we have like, I'm just gonna do a quick little. Okay, we definitely want probably, I want to say, let's do 4 blocks between your hull and your flight deck.
What you doing?
So this is going to be similar to the Libertatia, which I've been doing on stream for those of you who've been following my side of the stream.
Right.
Let's have the flight deck about yay long, I think.
Yeah, so there's going to be a... Oh, hold on. Where's the... Right, so there's going to be a turret just here, so...
There? Okay, so in that case, let's have it the little lip of the flight deck go over top of the turret.
Okay.
So we'll do it. We can do it.
One. Hold on.
We can do it about there.
I think it was a 1, 2, 3, 4. I usually do. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So that rubber stick right there is probably how tall the turret's going to be. Hopefully.
Perfect.
Unless I flub it, which is entirely possible.
Alright, so what that will do is that will let us make a compact build by having the turret look like it's supporting the flight deck, which will be really nice.
Yeah.
And then so what we'll do one overlip there just so that we don't impede the turret's aiming.
Okay.
And then out to this. Okay, Now here's the really fun part because this deck stagger does matter. So, because the way Deepwater Guard flight decks work is that we make arrows with them. We want to have a little bit of overhang over the side, correct?
Okay.
No, that was a question to you.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, sorry, say it again.
The ship is 21 whiff, which means we want the flight deck only really needs to be 19 whiff. Because if the winds are slightly wider than the flight deck, that's fine. Deepwater Guard carriers are almost never to scale. There's no carrier in this game that's to scale.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
I would prefer it if the plane fit exactly onto the deck, like, so to speak. So it's like...
Yeah. If you want that, we can do that then.
Can we do that? I think I would like that. It's like, I don't know. Part of the reason I don't build carriers very often is because, like, I usually end up hating how they look, like, all assembled. Because you're right, like, it's very difficult to build a carrier to scale in From the Depths.
I'm so sad Phil Command didn't work there.
Sometimes it don't.
Yeah, it tried to do flat out instead of keeping the stagger pattern I already had.
Ooh.
Very sad.
Hello, Wave HD, and whoever followed just now, like, thank you. I don't...
Oh, hey, sample text. Thank you for the follow.
I can't, I don't have the same tool, Raw, that you have that, like, pops up in chat, telling people...
Do you want to... Yeah, I can set you up with that sometime if you're ever free after stream.
Yeah, that would be quite handy.
It's a very nice tool.
Like, not today, because I need to go charge off, to do stuff, but, yeah, at some point... I don't know, if you have a spare 5 minutes, like, flick me a message saying, do this, stupid, and then, like, yeah, that'll be very handy.
Here, yeah, I can write out a quick little guide for how to get it set up in DMs there.
Yeah, that'd be good,
so,
thank you.
Flight deck size-wise, how do you feel about this? Because this is going to feel like one of those, like, old battle cruiser conversion flight decks. I personally would make this a little bit thinner, just so that, like, having the wings stick out a little bit isn't too much of an issue.
Alright, thanks for the follow, whoever that was, and, like... Just reading chat, Tejanelm says you should line the underside of the flight deck with casemates. That's... Well, here's the thing. Not a bad idea. Yeah, well, not a bad idea. Rorsten, I get the sense that, like, you're usually allergic to simple weapons, though, so...
Oh, we can do casemates without having them be simple weapons.
Yeah, true. Alright, we can definitely do that.
Yeah, here, I'll delete the Selkie now. I'll show you how I'm currently building my carrier. I'm taking a break from it, and oddly enough, building the Deepwater Guard carrier for you now. But, I have the Libertatia here, which this is going to be my escort carrier for the first half of my campaign.
Alright.
Oh, damn, that looks nice.
That looks amazing.
So you can see this is... Yeah. Hotad and I have been building this on streams on Mondays, which is quite nice. It's going to have an interior, which is why it's taking so long, because I normally don't do interiors on my builds.
Is this a
But it's something I need to start doing.
Is this a right-sider?
Yes, it's a monosider carrier.
Ah.
So this is what I mean, like, you don't need casemates to be simple weapons. You can do stuff like this, where I have casemated crams.
Hmm.
And then if you look at the front half where I ended up mogging the Marauder, he has the giant chin now. There's going to be a cram turret in there similar to the current Tortuga.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I'm quite excited for this. Carrierston. Look, carriers are fun to build because the carriers are nice to build because there's so little functionality on them. It's literally just tractor beam and like sub-object spawner. It's so nice.
Yeah. Okay, I need to...
Oh, also... The BorderWise, the New Zealand brain will not be able to understand these decos. If you look at these little AA guns I have set up BorderWise.
Well, that's a challenge to my New Zealandness. All right, let's see it.
So you can see how these kind of look like the simple weapon 50 cals, right?
They're decoed.
Yes. So if you use aerodynamic view, you can see how big they actually are, which surprisingly not that big. They're just single belt-fed autoloaders ammo clips. So
yeah, I've done something like that.
Yeah.
I've done something like that when what the hell was I doing? I was trying to build a tank, which honestly it wasn't bad, but I did deco the hell out of a little APS on top, simply because you got me like thinking about like, yeah, okay, like if you know how to build APS, like you don't need to play simple weapons, but yeah, you're using the extra meshes from the simple weapons to just do stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You think you think my New Zealand brain can't handle this? I've done this before, you maple syrup menace. Sorry, that was me.
Maple syrup menace. That's good. Yeah. The Libertatia here is also a great example of how we're going to do your flight deck.
Oh, yeah, I like
metal trim similar to the hull, except we're going to use wedges instead.
Okay.
And then the arrow pattern. So you can see why here the deck stagger is important, because we're going to be doing an arrow pattern. So I will get that started for you.
Right, thank you, thank you. Where do I want to be? I want to be wee.
So we'll start with purple.
I'm gonna, in case anyone is wondering what I'm doing a little bit of interior armoring, just to make sure that this thing can, I don't know, take some punch. I'm not like Roar usually. I'm trying to force myself to learn how to build glass cannons. It's going okay, but my default is to have like pretty thick armor in general. So
I'm not like Roar. I'm trying to build a glass cannon. Ah, okay, I see you. I see you. Calling me out there for never doing proper armor.
Well, no, honestly, that's a perfectly valid way to play the game, and arguably, like, you should really spend more materials on weapons and active defenses rather than armor, because, as we've already kind of touched upon in the I need to say Deepwater Guard, the Twin Guard, the Deepwater Twin Guard. There are weapon
Twin water guard.
Yeah, there are weapon setups like the particle cannon on the Gravitas can go through about 20 meters of heavy armor. So at that point, it's like, all right, well, forget about armor completely. It's literally not worth the materials that are needed to build it. So glass cannon is actually the way to go. Usually, you just have to make sure it's cannon enough to do what it's supposed to do. And kill the other guy before it gets blown to pieces.
True. Alright, not to brag, but I managed to get an exact arrow pattern the first try. Normally I have to like finagle with it to like fit it in correctly, but no, I managed to get this perfectly spaced out.
Wow, it's almost like you have reference over there.
But I wasn't even looking at the Libertatia, I was just doing that offhand.
Yeah, I know.
Doing that freehand.
I know, I was just kidding.
No. Also, I'd like to point out, with reference, it normally goes worse. Like Libertatia, I've redone that flight deck 7 times.
Oh, wow.
Because of like having the Hainer door in the middle there that's going to be animated was really difficult.
Animated door, jeez.
Yeah. What is your favorite weapon system? For me or for BorderWise? Actually, here we can go down a list. We have a lot of questions in chat, but I've been not intentionally ignoring.
Well, no, we're busy.
Yeah. Yeah. God, I'm with my friends. Chat. Relax.
Yay!
But
friendship.
But yeah, here, let's go down the list, and this way we can get Mori a little bit back into the collab instead of just having him cook silently in the corner.
Yeah, I feel so bad. I feel so bad about that. Like, come on, he was meant to be the star of the show here.
Yeah, but Mori, we'll start with you. What is your favorite weapon system at the moment?
At the moment, I think missile. It's the easiest one so far.
Oh, okay. Interesting choice. Interesting choice.
Totally valid, by the way. Like, in recent days, like, I've just, like, when I've been struggling to accomplish a particular, like, thing, combat-wise, like, sometimes you gotta go back to missiles and, like, oh, that worked beautifully. And it was really easy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's the front of the flight deck. Oh, no, I do. No, it's fine.
Alright, Rorsten, what about you? What's your favorite weapon system?
For me, I think it honestly has to be either flamethrowers or plasma.
Ah.
Like, I know they're both the 2 newest ones, but plasma is something I've wanted in this game since 2015.
Oh, so it's like, it's a dream come true.
Like, yeah. Oddly enough, okay, I've talked about this on stream before, but similar enough to, like, collabing with BorderWise, there's a lot of stuff that I, like, because, again, I grew up watching BorderWise, which is crazy to be able to say. I hope you feel
don't say that. Oh,
older-wise, but,
It's why I wasn't able to join the stream immediately. I can't wake up as fast as I used to. I'm not even kidding.
His Deepwater, his joints were looted by the Deepwater Guard, but,
all this canoe building, it does a number on your knees.
But, yeah, and so for me, like, having plasma in the game is something I've wanted since I was a kid as well, so it's really fun, and it's also super simple Tetris. Plasma is a lot easier than people give it credit for.
I love how simple plasma is. Like, it's such a breath of fresh air, and it's a real... Mori, have you played around with plasma yet?
Yeah, I've tried plasma once, but it's hella expensive.
Yeah, that is the main problem with it. But, like, especially for newer players, it is just such a gift. Mori, I'm imagining the kind of the here's a PNG of whatever you do at the end of your videos. It's just that, but with plasma descending from the heavens, because it's a gift for newer players for dealing with those flying bricks that you are going to be facing with the Grey Talons and the Twin Guard and the Scarlet Dawn, because a well set up plasma gun tears straight through them like they're made out of, you know, delicious flying cheese. So it's very helpful for anyone who hasn't quite managed to figure out how to build a super powerful particle cannon or railgun yet. So for that reason, like, yeah, I approve of plasma. Thumbs up.
And for me, the biggest part for me is actually I don't like this one second. The biggest part for me too is like it's such a fun mechanic too, because it absolutely like it gets rid of brick cheese.
Yes.
Like wedge spam, like any high density build that used to be like meta is completely invalidated by it, which means people need to, you know, you're pretty much reinventing the wheel when it comes to having to redo a lot of your designs, which is fun, and I understand some people don't like that, but I love going back to an old design and reworking it to make it work functional again.
I wouldn't say it's invalidated, it's more like a counter to it, like rock, paper, scissors, because there's still a lot of occasions where, like, something built like the Pyre, that floating meta brick, that still works, like, very well in most situations. It's just, it has a counter now, like a proper one. Which is
exactly.
So helpful, really, because, I know I keep mentioning my battle cruiser, like the Avalanche is what it's called. I can spawn it in if you like. You've seen it, Roar, already.
You can spawn it in, because I'm not sure if I entirely remember it, because my memory is also bad.
Right, it's one of the best worst craft I've ever made. But anyway, just testing this thing against Scarlet Dawn craft and Great Talon craft, I was like, bloody hell, it takes forever to shoot through them. So, it did win, but only barely, and it really did not look very pretty afterwards. Like, it was missing most things.
It won, but at what cost?
Yeah, it won, but...
Talk about cost. Oof, there we go.
Yeah, she's a big girl. And we talked about glass cannons. This is definitely the whole idea.
Oh my god, that is a massive ship, Jesus.
It's big, yes. Sorry, Mori.
Oh my.
I was gonna say, that's even lagging me at this point, god damn.
Yeah, it's
I'll get rid of Libertatia.
She's a big girl.
138 volume. Okay, volume. You're insane.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, I do like the little snowflake pattern you did on top of the turrets. That's cute.
Yay! Like...
With the smoke generators? That's quite... See, like, I love little details and little greebles like that.
Yeah, like the first... Like, I have decorated this since the last time you would have seen it. And I'm really wanting to spawn this thing into my Steel Sovereigns playthrough, but I don't have enough money! But yeah, so... I'm weirdly proud of this thing, but at the same time, like, she is on...
Oh, he does have aspawns.
How do you make the eyes of the ship?
That is... Alright, so here's where I can help with some deco advice. If you go into Mimic View, these things are just alloy poles, but the material, override, so to speak, is set to emissive only, so it's basically textureless, it's just color. So that is really helpful for, like, because I like to stick eyes and teeth on my things, like when I'm in the mood for it, like you've probably noticed. This thing has a lot of teeth. But yeah, I like that because it really makes it pop, and it means like from a considerable distance you can see this thing looking at you and it's like, uh-oh, avalanche. Oh boy. Also, John McFist, as someone over 30, I feel BorderWise's pain. Yes, unfortunately, this is a pain you're gonna feel if you're lucky. Because the alternative is dying before 30. Right.
Yeah, no, as someone who's still pre-30, I got a few more years of having my knees function, which is quite nice.
Yeah, enjoy it while you can. Really enjoy it.
Oh, I will, don't worry.
Yeah.
Alright, so, here, I did realize the time.
Yeah, we should carry on.
Yeah, so, no, I was gonna say my, oh god, did you just... Okay,
I just deleted it. We've got things to do.
Yeah. So, I was gonna say, Mori, if you're willing, and BorderWise, you too, this is normally around the time of stream where I do something called Rorston Roasts. Essentially, what this is people in chats, both BorderWise's chat or my chat, can submit designs to my roast submissions, and then we'll go over them and we can like, critique the aesthetics. We only do aesthetics because functionality... There's only a few correct ways to do functionality, and like, it would be annoying to have to say the same advice over and over.
Okay.
So we do aesthetics only.
I'll bite my tongue a lot.
Yeah, I know BorderWise likes to critique functionality. So, cause I think what do we call it? We call it border berates. We need one for Mori.
Mori.
What would Mori have
Mori.
for as like a synonym for roast?
What's an M? Mori.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of right now. Can I still submit something? Of course you can, Doduck.
Mori.
Okay, well, BorderWise thinks of that, chat. For those of you in BorderWise's chat, there's a link to my Discord in my About section. You can join the Discord there. There's a channel called Roast Submissions if anyone wants to submit their aesthetic designs, and then we can look them over.
Tolroth, we're not gonna do Mori masticates or Mori modulates is something better. Yeah, it's like
What the
The idea that like BorderWise and I are like sitting in the corner, like, you know, hands on chins, going, yes, the use of deco here is quite exquisite. And you just have Mori in the background, just like fucking gnawing on the ship.
yep. Mori.
Us going like, oh yes, like wow, look at this bow shape. It's just Mori doing like the Kirby like inhale animation.
Yep. It could be like Mori Marvels, so it's just like
Oh, Mori Marvels works.
yeah, just
I like that. That's cute.
look at the things and pay it compliments if it deserves compliments, and if not, do the opposite. Whatever the opposite is that.
All right, starting with let's start with Mori's little Deepwater guard boat over here.
The
So
thing
I'm
that's
noticing
not
a
finished.
disturbing lack of windows and indents in your superstructure, Mr. Mori.
Oh yeah.
No worries, I get. Yeah.
What do you mean there's windows?
Weakness.
Is it the
We
wrong
have
kind
windows
of
up
windows?
top, but Windows is just weakness. Well, what are you gonna have anything important in your superstructure? I put all my important stuff in my hull.
Oh, I'm gonna put it AI here.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, because normally. Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
That would be stupid.
Yeah, I was
I will
about to
say, on
say.
Deepwater Guard, on Deepwater Guard designs, one of the best places you can put AIs, honestly, is between the paddle wheels, because the paddle wheels are such massive ablative armor.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
Like,
Yeah.
so
right behind the cram.
yeah, so you'll notice with the freebooter, my AI box and my ammo box, actually mostly just my AI box, is just behind the paddle wheel, because it's a very rare aim point for enemy AI. And it also lets me armor that place less, which increases my buoyancy. Oh my god, the avalanche is still like discombobulating.
I regret spawning that thing in, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, I
Like,
didn't realize how large it was.
It's huge. Like, honestly, it's a bit embarrassing. Like, I really should build something smaller, but unfortunately, that's one of the main advantages of building with wood, is you can make something massive, but it's cheap. So, yeah, it just outbulks everything.
All right.
She's too
I have
fat,
both your guys'
anyway.
designs saved right now if we want to come back to this in the future.
Yeah.
Do you mind if if you guys want to save your designs real quick, and then I can wipe the board and we can get started with the roasts.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's cook.
Yeah, I'll save my ship.
Alrighty, so let's go into roast submissions here. Mori and BorderWise, both of you, do you want to submit one craft that we can go over first?
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Mori, you go first.
Preferably below 100k volume.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
Alright. In the meantime, I will go through and grab all the new BPs that we've had since... I don't even know what stream it was. I think Monday?
Yeah. I just want to mention to chat, because people in chat are saying, like, despawning before destroying to remove instantly. We're in multiplayer. Like, I don't see the despawn button. Like...
Yeah, the Q menu despawn doesn't work in multiplayer, unfortunately.
Yeah, so there is that. So, thanks for the advice, but your advice is wrong!
Thank you for the advice, but I have one question for you. Who asked?
Like, if I only asked chat to... If chat only talked when I asked them to, like, I would consistently forget, so that would be bad. Alright, what's this?
it's why I keep reading chat every now and then. I've been reading your chat a few times too. Mori molds? Okay, huge. That works great.
Mori balls.
Also, your chat's
Hi.
asking you to make Mori louder on stream. I have Mori at 200%.
Oh, right, I should do that. How
Because Mori is a quiet little guy.
Right, how do I
But,
do that again? I've never
go
done
to,
this.
Yeah, go to our VC, right click, and then user volume 200%. Just drag that over to the right.
Wee, but that's gonna... Wait, hold on.
Wait,
Oh, thank
Trust me,
goodness.
Mori is quiet enough that it will not ruin your audio.
Okay, right. Sorry about that, folks. I really hope people have been able to, like, at least make out what Mori was saying this whole stream, because it's been like an hour and 40 minutes, and they're like, "Where's Mori?" Like, I came here for Mori. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. Also, I'd like to point out that Cruiser saying, I sent you the BP in your DMs. That's not how this works. You know better. Are you going to do an ad break? Probably not. We have... I don't feel like we need an ad break here, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I know BorderWise wasn't doing one, so I'm not going to do one probably.
I mean,
Alrighty.
I felt bad about showing up late. That's why I didn't do
You
one.
weren't late. You're at the exact time you said you were going to be. I just made fun of you.
Alright. Well,
I think BorderWise did exactly what he promised to do. There's no worries there. I just wanted to make fun of BorderWise.
oh.
Yeah, alrighty. I do believe I have all the roasts. Oh, no, I missed one from Bodan. There we go. And we're going to close that now.
Alright. Treekfire says, yeah, we heard Mori talking about the classified documents BorderWise keeps under his bed. You shut your mouth.
Yeah,
Those are
Mori
secret.
Me when I reveal top secret military documents to win a fight about Cram. It's like the War Thunder releasing classified documents to win a fight about Cram. Alright.
Oh boy.
Get rid of the accuser in there, and then I think, yeah, Pilgrim
Wait.
and...
Do I have to submit my own ship?
No, you can just spawn in a ship that you want to be reviewed.
Mori's
who has a
already
ship
done
currently
that.
in here?
I've been
BorderWise?
looking at it this whole
Oh,
time.
Mori's done it. Okay, Lancer. Ooh, okay. I quite like this.
I also like
So,
it.
Yeah,
Alright.
you'll love the inside.
We don't usually look at the
Alrighty,
insides,
so-
but
it's like a little... This reminds me almost like a little hydrofoil, like a modern-style hydrofoil.
it's an airship, but yeah, it does look like
Oh,
that.
is it? Oh, it is
Yeah.
an airship. Oh, it's an airship.
Do you even
Okay,
watch
so-
Mori, Rorsten? The Lancer is
Look,
like...
I have Mori on in the background when I have both... you guys are both second monitor content.
Ouch. But
No,
understandable.
that's good. No, that's good because that means I actually listen to what you guys say. I just never really watch what you guys say.
Okay.
Look, it's good for watch time, I promise. All right.
All right.
So first thing I'm noticing here is you actually have different styles of paint. Very good.
Yes.
I quite like that. Your VLS is flush with your deck though, which kind of cringe in it. But I normally like to have my little VLS segments raised. It's a good way to add to remove flatness from a build. I like how you have the split bridge though, with having like you have like the forward and then you have a back observation
Yeah.
deck. Really like that. How does it look on the inside?
I do
Great.
think you could add like a decoed corner or something to like the second bridge to like kind of match the first one a little bit more. So I don't know. That's just
Oh
me.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. No, I agree with that. That'd be really cool. Like something like this almost.
Yeah, something like that, or even just red paint there. But then, yeah, something like that. That would look cool. I think.
Yeah, that could be
agree.
really interesting. Yeah.
Can
All
you?
right, and then let's look
Yeah.
at the rear of this.
Can
I
you-
really like how you shaped the rear of this. This is really nice in terms of like having like the little, like, you know, your engines actually have like little areas to.
Yes. I
The
like-
shape in here, I like that. That's a good start.
Nice booty.
This is already better than most people with 400-hour builds.
Yep. Better than mine.
Look, it's better than my build at 400 hours. What I'll do afterwards is I'll quickly bring that up afterwards and show you guys because it was bad back in the day for me. Like I was worse than both of you when I first started.
Really?
Yeah, no,
Really?
it's bad. I'll see if I
used-
can find my my really old stuff, but
That's doubtful though.
Uh,
It can't be that bad.
no, trust me, it was bad. Hey, Vol 10, thank you to follow. But yeah, so what we're gonna want here is the first thing I'm noticing is okay, you have your jets ducked over, which is good. That's good.
Quack.
It's a little bit flat on the sides. Though. Like you have some shaping here, which is nice, but there's no greeb. There's no. You have a bunch of meat, but you don't have any barbecue sauce. You know what I mean?
I don't know what
Okay.
you mean.
Okay. Whatever food analogies can I use?
You got
I'm
the
not
rice.
exactly
but
up to date
no-
on Malaysian cuisine. But
You got the rice, but no beans.
rice, but all rice, no beans. That's like Yankee no brim, but
I don't-
food. Rice, no beans.
I don't even know if that's a Malaysian thing in particular, but like it's. I'm just trying to think of food analogies that make sense.
I mean, rice is correct, but we don't eat beans. That's
Yeah.
only British people food.
British people.
I'm,
Look, as two people from the colonies, he kind of got us there, BorderWise. I'm not gonna lie to you.
yeah, we do like a bean. No way, baked beans particular. Okay.
Okay, Neko Boy. Yeah, Neko Boy describes it perfectly. All roar, no sten.
Well, can't argue.
Yeah, so like obviously like some fuel tanks or some like function. I do what's called something called functional deco. So like I like to deco with stuff in mind that like would actually be there. So you know how a lot of military vehicles like they'll have fuel tanks, they'll have like like ablative art. Like they have a bunch of extra stuff added on top to break, like because that's all functional stuff. A lot of FTD stuff isn't functional, so you have to add those on as decos to make them look as if they were like plausible. I love plausible designs. I don't like realistic. I don't like replicas. I like plausible designs. That's how I tend to do mine.
Yep.
It's like cake
can
without
agree with
frosting. Yeah, cake without frosting is also really good.
Oh yeah,
Also,
that's
now we're just going. Did I hear beans?
Wait, beans or beams? Beans.
Beans.
Bean.
Me at 3. Also, me at 3 a.m. looking for beams. But yeah, aside from that though, like you have a really good fundamental structure here. You just really need to add more to it. You know what I mean? Like this feels incomplete. Like add some trim around the windows, add radar panels. That could be really cool. Stuff like that. You know what I mean?
You know what I just realized? I forgot to tell people over YouTube and Twitter that I was streaming, so that's embarrassing 2 hours in.
Wow.
Yep.
Shows up late, doesn't advertise. All right.
Yeah. Alright, back to the aesthetics though. I need to hide my shame.
Yeah. We do have bean for cooking, but we prefer refine even more to get best dishes. Let's not forget spices. Yeah, exactly. It's like a dish with no spice. Me and the boys at 3 a.m. looking for beams. Pizza without cheese. Okay, but people do pizza without cheese.
How?
They're lactose intolerant.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Or vegan.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I've had vegan pizza before because my ex was vegan, and so like having the vegan cheese, it's literally just melted plastic. I can't.
Yeah, vegan.
Sorry, it's just vegan cheese just brought up a lot of trauma for me.
Yeah, vegan food.
Though?
Say what?
Taste-wise, it's fine, but like the texture throws it off completely.
Yeah, vegan
Does it
food
taste like cheese?
A little bit. Here, let's just show a basic example here. Let's grab flamethrower. I love using the flamethrower tanks for fuel tanks.
Yeah.
So let's like add this here. Let's just I don't know like.
To answer your question,
something
Mori,
about
the vegan cheese that I've tried, it kind of tastes like cheese, but not really. And vegan food in general is very hit or miss, and it's usually overpriced anyway. So
Oh yeah.
it's unfortunate. Like that is a fuel tank, though.
Yeah, so Maury, this is a very, like, obviously I'm not going to take a lot of time to showcase here, but, like, even just having one little fuel tank on each side really breaks up that flat area there. And then that way, you can use that flat area to lead the viewer's eyes to a different part where you'd have, like, even more detail, right? So, stuff like that you can do. It's up to you, of course. But I think that's the next step for this build, is really getting into deco and greebling. Greebling being just adding little, like, visual stuff that looks good.
You know what else would be good here? Like some kind of, like, you know, fins? Not wings, specifically.
Oh, like hydrofoils, yeah.
I mean, something like that. Like, you can go nuts with, like, the metal blocks and stuff like that, so I'm gonna do something like this, and something like...
These little arms, chat.
This, and, like, I don't know. Something like
Ooh.
this. This is
Actually,
not
yeah,
great, but, actually, no, this looks terrible. I'm gonna shut up and let Rorsten do the talking about aesthetics, because, like... But you know what I mean, right? You can have, like,
Yeah, I know
things like what a rocket
here,
has.
Yeah, I can do it. Just little, like, fins out to the side that really lets you, even if you just do something like this, and, like, it breaks up the shape and it adds, like, a little bit of detail there.
Yeah, it does. It looks.
And then
it looks good.
If you want to make it look sci-fi, what you do is you curve it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
also...
that's the big thing too, is remember granularity is also really good when you're building. Remember that not everything has to be the same slope. You can curve it by doing 4 into 3 into 2.
There's also a fun thing you can do with, like, fins like this, if they're purely aesthetic, is you can mount them on a spin block if you don't want a deco. So you can do something like, I don't know, something like this. Why am I so slow? I hate it. So something like...
Put a little shark fin on the back, too.
Yeah. Building on spin blocks is hard. But anyway, you can have something like this, and then you just tweak the spin block, so it's like at a little angle, something like this.
Oh wow.
Sorry, I just had someone in chat say, "Alright, chat, I'm back from eating an entire pickled cabbage."
Neat!
Yeah, I get that. I respect that.
I get that too. You'd actually, if you want to do a spin block thing like this, it's best to actually sink the spin block like 1 meter into the hull, perhaps. And that way you don't need to, like, worry about, you know, you don't have to look at the spin block itself. So something like this. Let's see if I can even do this correctly.
I'm just being silly now when we wait for BorderWise to show off what he's,
Oh, wait, is it my turn to, like... Oh, wait, no.
Well, no, you were showing off the spin block, Finn, which I do agree with you that spin blocks really can add, like, having 45-degree angles even really adds to a build. It's actually one of the reasons why I don't make fun of BorderWise for doing azipods, because it's a massive addition to, like, the azipods are so unique to me, because I haven't really seen other faction styles that do as many azipods as BorderWise, and I really like that.
The Steel Striders are kind of azipod nutty, but they don't do them the same way I do them. Anyway,
Yeah, like, you do them very uniquely.
Yeah, I just slap them everywhere, really. John McFist actually... Alright, so we're getting into, like, less aesthetics, but also putting fins on spin blocks also means they have no drag, so you can do aesthetic fins without slowing yourself down. So...
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, this doesn't increase your drag, so, you can still, like, have pretty fins and do all of this stuff. I actually am going to put that slightly further back, so it looks better. Why am I doing this? I don't know.
I will say, I love that we have, like, the red and white fins. That actually looks... I really like that stylistically. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I have completely forgotten how I actually built it. There we go. There we did. This is something like what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. There you go.
There.
And this segues really nicely into paint can do wonders for a build. Just like Deepwater Guard has 5 different paint colors, you have free here, which is quite good because you have the gray, the lighter gray, and then the red. You could easily expand this into a more cohesive paint style. I think the way you've done it right now with the stripe, I quite like, but you can use paint to break up large segments if you don't want to greeble or deco. So do keep that in mind in the future when you're working with it. It's just like there's so many different ways to detail a ship. But we are spending quite a bit of time on this, so I am going to move this forward here.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, someone just got executed in chat. That was cool. No idea who that was.
Did they say a naughty thing?
Probably. It was Slow Boy. I think that's his 99th timeout. Anyway, BorderWise, do you want to spawn in something that you want reviewed today?
Oh, shakes, I didn't even think of anything. Let's go look in my Pale Fleet folder. Because I haven't...
Oh, actually, you know what? It was a trick question, chat, because I do have something I want to review of his.
Oh, right. Well, cool.
It was the Icicle. That's what I wanted to take a look at.
Oh, is that what you wanted to say? Okay.
I hadn't seen this one yet, and I really like this. I saw it during the I saved it during our collab.
Oh.
So...
Yeah. This is the
lots of good fins here.
Yeah, this is the Avalanche's smaller brother, in case anyone was wondering. It's a very similar kind of build.
Mm-hmm. So I noticed that you have the canoe shape, which is very good, very good.
Yay, it's good.
You do have these little like hydrofoil rubber bits that stick out, which is interesting. You could probably deco hide those just to hide a little bit. You have rubber wedges on the bottom, which I assume so it doesn't ground itself, right?
Yeah, that is if you play the campaign enough, eventually you get very cynical about the AI's ability to avoid an entire continent, so yeah, that is terrain proofing, and I admit it is not the most pretty of things, and I probably should disguise it somehow, or even hide it completely.
Yeah, so aesthetics-wise, I'm fine with that. My question to you functionality-wise, though, is all of your sonar is going to get scraped off by the time these work.
No, it isn't.
Oh no! It also has. Okay, so.
Ha!
Okay, I see how you did this. I don't agree with it, but I do see it.
Like, yeah. So
all right, aside from that,
yeah. All right, aesthetics.
You mentioned earlier having the emissive textures to do paint, like custom paint. I actually didn't know that. I hadn't thought of that yet. I really like that idea.
I mean,
because I normally just use holograms.
Yeah, people did just straight up tell me that though. So. Like, yeah, so I can't take credit for figuring that out. Like, I don't remember. I think it was on a stream, some clever person in chat said, like, hey, you know you can basically turn the textures off and it'd just be emissive only. And I was like, what? And then I tried it, and I love it. It's just so...
Yeah, no, it's really good.
It pops beautifully.
Yeah, I need to steal that for my custom campaign. Aside from that, what I do want to point out is having the propeller to turn stuff at the front... It's not my favorite functionality-wise, but I liked how you indented it into the bow, so that's good.
Yeah, I tried to make it look not crap.
And then I will say your bar bets up here too are also like this. So for those of you that aren't familiar with the series, for people who are newer to the series, I tend to be less hard on, and then people who have constantly resubmitted designs, I get a little bit more nitpicky with. So BorderWise this is your third appearance on this series, I believe.
Is it the third?
So yeah, I think this is the third.
Okay.
Because I think this is our third collab. Like you mentioned it the other day when I said like, oh yeah, we collab quite often. You're like, it's only been twice. I was like, oh yeah, you're right. It has only been twice. What the hell?
Yeah, it's that good feeling of feels like 5 minutes, but also forever, which is a good sign.
Yeah. So I will say your bar bets have massively improved with this design. So instead of just having them like, so you've built them a little bit more into each other, plus a little bit more into the deck, which I quite like. You've done really good there. And then you have like the little gap underneath here for where Mori is just sitting menacingly. Oh, that's your bridge. Okay, I see.
Okay.
And then you have this like, yeah, I love the superstructure too, where you did like it's very simplistic, but it's also really cute. Yeah. And then like the massive radar, I absolutely adore. That's just silly. I love that.
Yeah. Fun fact: that's not it's not a real radar. If you hop on the spin block, or maybe you can see it, that's actually a spin block missile decoy. I know we keep talking like we're supposed to be focusing on aesthetics, but it's quite hilarious to spawn in something that uses missiles against this thing and watch their missiles just kind of lose the plot. So if you go to where is it? The Palisade is hilarious like that. I'm just gonna turn the guns off because we don't need to. Actually, no, I am gonna turn the guns on for this.
Yeah, I will say it has a nice broadside, honestly.
I do like it. Just let it have a... Whoa, did I turn it off? Yes, I did. No! Drive! Drive, you fool! You can see how the...
Yeah, the missiles are spinning back and forth.
Yeah, it's because it's constantly, like, changing the angle, and that effectively slows them down and gives the Seawers time to just monster them. I am quite proud of the Seawers on this.
I'm stealing that idea for a Deepwater guard design, because that's actually... That's really smart, because not only does it waste the missile fuel by having them zigzag in air, it's like you said, that slows them down in air as well.
Yeah, double check that that's allowed though, because I believe, who the hell was it? Is whoever was working on the Tarpon. They got the idea.
Oh, that's Diesel.
Oh, Diesel, that's the one.
Yeah.
If Diesel, if you're watching, hi, love your work. But when they were building the Tarpon, they were inspired by the tutorial I did on these kind of spin block decoys. And then I believe the other cartel said, no, that's too much. So if
it is a little cheesy for campaign, but I'm gonna do it for my own personal designs.
Okay, well then,
because I'm the only one who makes rules there.
All right, carry on then.
Yeah. But no, I really like that. That's really smart. It's a really good way of active defense.
Yeah. What else can we talk aesthetics-wise? Yeah. Anything I should add or remove? Do you think?
All right. So. In terms of add, as always, I'm going to hit you with the greeble up your decks. Also, make your deck a different color than the sides of your ship.
Oh, yeah.
Also, give your ship a water line.
This is a hydrofoil.
Actually, to be fair, your ship is on Azapod, so it doesn't really have a water line.
It doesn't, but not Azapods, foils.
Yeah. So it doesn't really have a water line, so that's fine. But,
different color deck. Hold on, let's work this out. Should it be darker or lighter, do you think?
The contrast is up to you. Definitely having contrast would help.
Okay,
But it's completely up to you how you decide the contrast.
Let's try that.
Aside from that, your barbets at the front are really nice. Your barbets at the back are a little bit weaker.
Yeah.
So do you see how you combine the barbet, like the two at the front? I want to see that, I want to see that idea expanded upon, because that's really good.
Yeah, I would like to say that was an intentional aesthetic choice. It kind of wasn't. I just was like, these guns were just put really close together, and I was like, oh, bollocks. They're like, I'm going to have to smush this together somehow. So, but
chat is
happy accident.
We have one from chat here saying, demanded that you add bridges to your designs.
I mean, yeah, it's like... Yeah, I mean, you saw the Avalanche. It had more of a... I mean, you mean an elevated bridge. I don't generally do that just for the reason that Rambot is more likely to get shot in the face if he's up on the superstructure, so...
That is true, but it's a risk we are willing to take for aesthetics.
I mean, yeah, it's like, beauty is pain, I guess.
Yeah. The Everfin, which I do quite often, I do on my more my more difficult ships is I include an aesthetic bridge at the top, and then I have a functional bridge in the hull, so I don't get shot.
Oh my word, how did I not think of that? Like, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, that is an idea you
I'm
could
an
pursue in the
idiot.
future, because yeah, I do really like this style, and I like the avalanche. I like this. I just like you have a lot of good concepts here. I really just want to see them expanded upon.
Okay.
I know that you're on a time more of a time limit than I am when you make builds.
Yes,
So
I am.
yeah, there's no judging there, but I really do like where this is going. I want to see this expanded upon.
Yeah. Alright, so Nova Galaxy just redeemed a border stretch, which is why you heard me doing a stretchy noise, and border wisdom. What the hell is a border wisdom about this? Is
Courageous wise. Absolutely waterlineless behavior. Guys, we're gonna be nice.
Alright, so the border wisdom is don't let chat's criticism get you down if they talk smack about your ship. Because at the end of the day, it is your boat, and you must boat how you boat. But also, also listen to criticism and don't take it personally. That's a genuinely wise thing, actually.
Yeah. Like, you should, like, especially in a game like this, like, especially if you want to get into campaign building, because I'm assuming everyone who's watching wants to get into campaign building, because you guys want to build for me, right? Please, I don't want to have to build all my own designs anymore. But, the biggest thing is, you're going to get a lot of criticism when you build for campaign, or even just as a streamer. Like, all the three of us probably get tons of criticism on our boats.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, I mentioned collabing with Morimori the other day to one of my friends, and they were like, oh yeah, I saw their, like, $10 boat fin. It's like, or it was on the front page of the workshop, and people were asking why it's there. And I was like, okay, first off, like, you know,
it's
everyone
fun,
has their
that's
own build
why.
style. That's fine. Exactly, it's fun. The game, it's a game. It's meant to be fun. But if public building is something you guys want to get into, do keep in mind that you're going to get criticism. I have chat consistently roast my designs.
Oh,
and
yeah.
yet they swarm in chat ready for me to roast their designs. Like, it's a give and take for us, but
yeah, people like you know, if you're gonna dish it, like, learn to take it as well.
Exactly.
That was not me getting emotional, that was me burping. Just so everyone's...
It's an emotional burp.
I'm just so filled with emotion. Bleh. Right, I'm experimenting with building a bridge here just while we're looking at this, and Mori, can you please stop shooting my superstructure? I need it for later.
Yeah, if it makes you feel better, the first thing Mori did when we got into the lobby today was immediately shoot me and give me like the watermark screen borders. So like stream was like delayed by like an extra 10 seconds because I was waiting for that to disappear.
Oh, Mori, naughty. But also,
I wasn't gonna call him out for it, but now that he's doing it to you as well, I'm absolutely gonna call him out for it.
It's like naughty.
Just a bit of fan.
Of course. Yeah. We're having fun here.
Sorry, chat just says here, border wisdom. The chat isn't real, don't listen to the voice. True.
Wait, if they're not
Absolutely
real,
true.
If that's not real, then who's been telling me to build these canoes all this time? No!
Can you really insult Rorsten's designs without actually insulting Potat's designs? I'd like to point out that the last two ships we finished on stream, Potat hasn't really touched. It's mostly quarry designs.
Also, are you seeing what I'm doing here? I'm like, I know I'm not supposed to be building right here, like on the stream, but I'm just experimenting to see how I would add a bridge here.
Yeah, honestly, even just having a bridge there is fine, and then if you want to make it a little bit more plausible, what you do is just a little...
Yeah, I was gonna do that next.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then like that already looks incredible compared to like what we had before, right?
Get that metal out of here. I've got a theme going.
Oh, is that
here.
metal? Oh, sorry.
It's a stupid.
Oh, right, you build up alloy. Sorry, I avoid alloy like the plague because it's banned from Deepwater Guard. So I've spent the last 10 years building without it.
Yeah, so I would like to point out that the whole theme of this fleet is that it's mostly wood and alloy, because I've recently gotten fascinated with the idea of limiting yourself to 2 primary building materials for the most part.
You wood and metal.
Yeah, I know, but that's actually better. That is objectively better to do wood and metal. That's effective. That's actually one of the best overall general-purpose armor designs you can do. Alloy and wood is stupid, because they overlap and function a bit too much. And alloy is not as good as metal in terms of armor. But
yeah, if you think about it, this boat will never sink.
Yeah, that is one of the great things about it, is that you can have very, very heavy weapons. And yeah, whether it's a ship or a hydrofoil or an airship, it costs basically nothing to keep it afloat or in the air. So there are advantages to it. It's just you're gonna have to learn to live with the fact that this thing is made out of like aluminium cans and cardboard. So you will take damage.
It's eco-friendly. It's recycled.
Oh yeah, and you will recycle them a lot because they will get blown up a lot.
Hell yeah! Actually, is this? Oh yeah, this is okay. This is about twice the cost of the freebooter.
Yeah, it's like it's not cheap, but it's kind of like just after starting craft kind of thing. Mostly, I'm happy this thing can like beat up an Alcazar, which is like kind of the point in the game where you would use something like this. It's like you're like doing well against the Deepwater Guard, and you're moving on to starting to move on to the Onyx Watch, and that's why 4 out of like something like 3 out of the 5 turrets on this are Seawiz. It's to shoot down cramshells and missiles, like as you saw with the Palisade. Also, I must apologize again. This is supposed to be the aesthetics portion of the stream, and I keep bringing it back to functionality because I don't know, I can't help it.
No worries. That's why I allotted more time for this.
Okay, true.
All right, so moving off of BorderWise, we finally got through ours. I don't think we need to roast one of mine.
All right, I'm
so
just
we can
gonna
go straight
spawn
into
in.
chat.
I'm just gonna spawn in. Nova Galaxy in my chat wants to see the hybrid carrier because I think they missed it. So I'm just gonna.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna spawn that in. We're not gonna roast it because we've just seen it, I guess.
It's also like it's not done yet. There's no
it's
point in
not.
roasting the design that's not like at least a little bit complete.
Yeah. So I'm just
Here,
gonna spawn it in here. I'm
it.
going to show people it. It is actually looking pretty damn good so far. There's something to
It looks
say.
like a canoe, and it also looks like Deepwater Guard. I'm quite happy with it.
Yeah, holy crap, teamwork, it worked.
Also, I think I'm gonna steal the 2-meter like rib points because I haven't considered that before. But honestly, I kind of like how it turned out here.
Oh,
I
hell
might
yeah.
yank that idea.
Yay, I'm
That's a good
helping.
It looked good for a sleek pre-dread, but I know chat loves to have sleek pre-dreads.
Yeah.
Roast me, Rorsten. Did you submit your design to the Discord?
Zoc.
Okay, we just had a bunch of people join, so I'll pick up some more designs.
Right. So Zoc07, why can't I refit alloy to metal? It sounds like you're trying to do the armor refit, but you don't have enough materials on board your craft. That is usually the reason why the refit armor button doesn't work. So double check that you actually have materials to play with. And John McFest has basically just told them that, so I think chat moves faster than I do, so...
Alright, that's good.
Nothing's new. Right, what are we roasting next? I'm excited.
Alrighty, let's go see what we have.
Right, I hope everyone...
Also, I was just looking at your cram internals there, and that oh no.
Oh, you
Are
mean...
we actually roasting though?
You
like we're
talking to
being
me
too
or
nice.
Mori?
Well, I'm being nice to you and BorderWise. We're gonna have some regulars who are gonna show up and stream here soon, but I will be a little bit harsher on because they've had feedback before.
Yep. What was that about cram internals?
Let's actually roast.
Oh, I saw your 3x3 cram internals.
Yeah, not finished yet, by the way.
yeah, I know. All right, so here we have Gem Zazu's build.
Ooh! Oh wow! Look at the size.
This slaps. Yeah, this is nice. All right, I think Dodek, was this the one you submitted? Because I assumed this was a work between you and Zazu.
Huh? That's less decoration than I thought it would be.
Yeah. So see, and this is what you can get away with when you form stuff with the structural.
Oh damn! I like the turret. Look at the
Yeah,
barrel though.
Yeah, I know, right? It's great.
Oh,
this is exactly why I say, like, this is why Mori, I was being so harsh on you about, like, hey, like, get it structurally complete before we do decos. Is because if you look at this is mostly structure. There's there's 1,300 decos, but do mimic view. It's mostly in areas where it would make sense. It's not in the hull. And so, yeah, like, Dodek is a very good builder. He placed the first block. Ah, okay. Fuck, Jim, that's mine. Should I submit the Avari again for collab stream roasts? Probably not, because I think BorderWise and I have already gone over the Avari. If you want, yeah, you know what, sure, Carson, I'll make an exception, because I choose favorites. If you look at the front, there's an entire alligator skull here, which I really love.
Wait, what?
Ooh, yeah, look at the front bow. It's just a skull.
That is a very good alligator skull. That's like anatomically correct.
So this is what I mean when I say, if you guys focus on the fundamentals of structure and like getting the transition blocks together, you can do some insane builds. I will say there's an issue right here where this isn't curved as a turret well should be, but I'm picky.
The camera's...
Doduck is a good builder, so I'm going to be a bit harsher on him.
The camera's as eyes, I feel, is not the strong point of this skull. I get why they're doing it, but I don't know. You could do a different kind of eyeball in there, I feel. Like the emissive block trick. Like...
Honestly, you don't even need the emissive block trick. All you have to do is just do, where is it? Even just like camera 360 would be funny.
No.
Really? Oh, I like that.
I disagree. That looks worse.
Wow,
Fair enough.
look at it.
Actually, hold on. If you put it forward, that actually look... No, that doesn't work either. This is why I can't give
an eyeball like this, you'd... Yeah, no, for an eyeball like that, you'd have to, like, do an emissive only, like you said. But, yeah, right here, I want to... Like, this is... Under, like, between the first turret and the superstructure, I want to see some... Just make this not flat, like maybe curve it in or maybe have it match the superstructure, because right now you have it curve in too much and the superstructure looks completely unsupported. It's also very hexagonal. All the side turrets are... Okay, so actually this is a concept I explore quite frequently, especially with Doduck builds. Doduck has a really bad habit of over-detail in some areas and then completely under-detail in others. So the way I use flat space personally, and again, everyone's different, is I use flat space as a little roadway between my high detail areas. Whereas the way Doduck has it here is that you just have a lot of flat space, and then you have a bunch of high detail areas. There's no like little, you're not connecting the dots. You have a bunch of really good dots. None of them are connected right now, which is unfortunate. That's mainly where my main critique here, and
Right.
Maury just realized that, oh damn, we actually are going into the roast segment of this.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
like,
Sizzle, sizzle. Do you smell something cooking? That's
yeah, can you smell
roast.
what the roar is cooking?
If you
But,
smell what Rorston's cooking.
Aside from that, though, you have the spin blocks with the angled fins, kind of like what BorderWise was getting at earlier, which I really like. And of course, you have the skull at the front, which is absolutely amazing. But like, compare the skull to the rest of the front. Oh, the little disco eyeballs! I love that.
Oh yeah, I was just mucking around here because I'm like, while you're talking and critiquing, I'm just thinking like, if I was decorating this thing, like, how would I do? So I think this, I'm not sure if this works better because again,
I say that works better. It gets the point across. I quite like that.
Aesthetics is very subjective. You do have to bear in mind. So, like, what looks amazing to some people looks like hot garbo to others, and an example of that is Rorston. You're not a fan of like hyper realistic builds, right? Like,
Yeah.
What's the word?
Like, I don't like replicas.
Yeah, replicas. That's the one. Other people are very fond of them, and frankly, they do a very good job of them. So yeah, it's like, oh yes, yes, the red pupil. Power of disco compels
Do you have the red people?
Yeah.
Oh, huge, huge.
I
That
do
one's
like
great.
that.
Oh, that's such a cute little guy.
Yeah, that is a
Aw.
cute.
It does.
Oh, he looks so derpy. But yeah, like, this is a good example of what I mean with Doduck's, like, Doduck constantly runs into the issue of, like, you have a super detailed skull here, it's quite nice, and then the rest of your bow is completely boring. Like, there's no greeblin on it, it's just, and same with, like, you have a hyper-detailed turret, and then your superstructure is a hexagon. Or, like, your deck has no greeble, like, you have some nice, like, little, you know, you have a nice little deck pattern up here, and then just completely flat.
Yeah, yeah, I see what you mean. Like the rear, there's like good like decals and stuff like that, and like, but over on the front, there's just kind of like a blank spot.
Yeah, and this comes up quite often in Doduck's builds. Doduck makes incredible dots. He never connects them. If we're using like connect the dots as an example here.
That is yeah. I'm just gonna.
And again, that, you know, it's a learning process. Like, it's hard to connect those dots. I'm not gonna fault anyone for not connecting them, but that's where I want to see this build go next. Is I want to see all these beautiful dots connected.
Do you like?
Do you guys have anything?
I've added eyebrows to the alligator just for giggles. But
Huge.
Yeah. But
Reminds me of the Moby Deck now.
Right. I do really love I don't remember if you mentioned this before. This spherical turret, the foremost turret. I freaking love that. But I like
so
round
cute.
things, so that is adorable. What else can we look at?
He likes round fins, chat, and yet he never decos his hulls. Curious.
Wow, this is actually, what is it? Is this a cram mortar? It is.
Oh, at the back here, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I thought that was just aesthetic for a second, but no, it's actually like functional. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, no, like I said, Doduck makes amazing functional stuff. Just needs to go the last extra step.
Holy
Also,
crap! Look at
curious.
this. This looks amazing.
I know, right?
Like that whole thing rotates. Oh, what? Who else was trying to like swivel the guns around? I think we were competing for that.
That was Mori.
All right. Sorry, Mori.
Not me.
Chat saying loves roundfin canoes anyway. True. He's so
have
real
you
for
noticed? Have you noticed how my turrets look like delicious Canadian pancakes?
that. You know, I have noticed they do look a little bit like flapjacks. Yes. Also, I
Yeah.
love the eyebrows on this one. That actually looks really good. You guys have made it into like a skull into like a very angry croc. Got some clipping issues. Okay, there's a little bit of clipping we can ignore that for eyebrows.
Yeah.
Has a reload animation for the main guns? Okay, interesting. I don't normally take a look at animations like that, just because I normally have to do a quickfire round. Having the guys here, though, would, yeah, alright. Talking about quickfire roundup, we do need to move on to the next one, because
Yeah.
we are
taking our sweet
15
time,
minutes
yeah.
over Roast and Roast.
Yep.
And how many more do we have? We have so many more. Alright.
Long stream.
Yeah, I plasma. Alright, so this is a tiny tank one. This is a Monkey Man build.
Oh,
Sorry, it's a dual build that Monkey Man submitted.
wow.
Yeah, so this is the opposite end. This is the opposite end of Doduck, where Doduck makes really good structural stuff. Monkey Man does really good deco work. So I'm gonna give you guys a second to admire all the deco work on this, and then we'll use power word remove decos in just a minute.
770 decorations on a 183 block vehicle.
Yeah, exactly. Classic Monkey Man. Also, Monkey Man's in chat going, "No, I made it. The tags are fucked." Yeah. Tags don't lie, Monkey Man. True.
Yeah.
Power word remove deco. We'll get there in a second.
Let's see. This is a... Alright, this is not a turreted AFV. It's like a kind of plasma tank destroyer type thing. I was about to say the gun looks oversized for this build, but like if it's a hull gun, then nah, it's fine. If it was on a turret, it would look kind of weird.
Absolutely. And so, actually, this is a good point to see, like, this is what I like really a lot about Monkey Man builds, is he does a lot of good asymmetry. So you'll notice that there's quite a few areas that are asymmetrical, but these are combined in areas that are symmetrical. So if you look at the engine, for example, you have the radiators are symmetrical, the pipes are symmetrical, but then you have like the little flaps at the back that are, that like one is raised, one is folded in, and that's some good asymmetry there. And so that's like small asymmetry is almost as good as large asymmetry. Like for Deepwater Guard, you know, like sometimes you'll like add an entire different functionality bit to the other side for asymmetry, but also just having like little details like this also works for asymmetry. Like the ladder on the right hand side, but not the left, or the door, right? So there's tons of little things like that by adding it to your build will really improve the realism of it, or like the plausibility of it, I should say. Because there are very few fins in life that are perfectly symmetrical. All right, and now that we've talked about that, I just want to show you guys this. This is what Monkey Man builds like.
What the hell am I looking at?
This is what happens when you remove decos off a Monkey Man build.
Wait, when you remove them?
Yeah, so I casted power word remove deco.
I'm seeing...
And so this is what it looks like under the decos.
Right, I'm seeing
this
something completely different. I think on my end, like, it did the opposite. It hit all the, like... Hold on.
Oh,
wait, no,
here,
I need to do it separately.
Oh, okay, you need to do it separately? Okay.
Right.
Yeah, multiplayer is probably a little bit bugged. Mori, you probably have to hit Shift E on the craft and then decos and then remove decos as well.
Shift E?
Yeah, if you look at the craft and hit Shift E,
Wow,
blueprint maintenance
but,
tools,
like,
remove decos.
Apologies to everyone looking at my stream. Like, mine is bugged the hell out. There's still a whole bunch of blocks which are invisible.
Oh, okay, interesting. That's probably just a multiplayer.
Yeah,
in that case,
multiplayer bug.
Yeah, that has to be a multiplayer issue. But here, I'll take a screenshot and send it to you guys then, because this is quite a design, and this is something we jokingly make fun of Monkey Man quite often for, is that he tends to deco hide a lot of parts of his ships or his tanks.
I've actually put
Because
your
they're small, right? So it's
stream I'm streaming your stream right now, so people can see like what the hell this looks like.
Oh yeah,
so
there's quite a few differences there. That's weird.
Oh
yeah, do aerodynamic view. Here, hit middle mouse button.
All right. No, I think I know what do. Wait,
Yeah, okay,
no.
you got it. Okay, yeah. 'Cause your stream has a delay from me, so I can't. If you do, yeah, if you hit, if you're in the build menu and you hit middle mouse button and hit aerodynamic view, you can see what it looks like under the decos.
There we go. We did it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So Monkey Man does this. It's called like some people in the community call this deco cope. I personally don't agree with that. I am going to go on the record as defending Monkey Man that like if it looks good deco, that's fine. I personally like to have some structural underbase to my stuff, but at the same time, at this scale, it's hard to build functional and look good. So I understand why Monkey Man does this. Woo clipped.
I absolutely do not give a hoot like how people make their builds pretty. The only criticism I have of like deco cope, as like you point out, is that it can be hard to like check the functionality of something if it's like too heavily decoed. But like you can just remove the decos and then you can friggin' get on with your life. So I'm fine either way. I don't like aesthetics is like my view is that it's so subjective that like you do whatever, and I'm not going to judge you for it.
Yeah,
I will
my
judge
only
you
issue
for... Yeah, sorry, go on.
My only issue with deco coping is the fact that like as coming from campaign building, like we need to be able to have campaign builds where you can look at them and understand how they work. Yes. So that's where my issue is with it. As a conceptually outside of campaign building, I don't care about it.
Yeah.
Now, Mori, what's your opinion on this? Because you haven't seen a Monkey Man build before. I'm curious.
I mean, with the deco, it looks amazing, honestly. But you know, without the deco, it looks weird. Doesn't look like a tank. It looks
Doesn't
like
look
a
like a
mashup
tank.
of block. Yeah.
Oh, true. How will Monkey Man respond to the doesn't look like a tank allegations? All right, we can quickly move on here.
I mean, it doesn't. It's just an observation. Like, take the decos off. It just looks like a, I don't know. It looks like something. If you step on it, it would really hurt. I guess that's
exactly.
It looks like it's a Lego, but yeah. All right, so we have the Ezram here by Eliaval. Eliaval hasn't actually submitted in quite some time, but
Eliaval does good builds. I think this is. Yeah, he's.
I really like this.
They have submitted a few things for the Seoul Republic. I think this is like in that style, if not an actual submission. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Also, someone's trying to control all the turrets right now because
It's not me.
the spotlight on top is absolutely freaking out. Mori, I see you in that chair. Scroll your wheel.
Well,
all right.
It's just go time for that turret.
First things first here. You have some nice hydrophones on the side, which I quite like. You have the little drone on the back, which is cute. Always love that little guy.
Yay. Wait, I think I know that drone.
The little quadcopter?
It's the Mariposa! Like, okay, apologies if people don't know what this is, but this is one of the drones submitted for the Seoul Republic. And it's really cool to see people just using... this is one of Henry Wong's drones, actually. So it's really cool to see people, like, using the drones that, like, Henry specifically made in case they didn't know how or didn't want to build drones themselves. So it's like seeing an old friend. Hello.
Yeah, and this tails back into like what I said about like when you're doing a campaign, take common themes and take common aspects. So this drone could be like, you know, on quite a few ships, and it's like you said, it's like seeing an old friend. Same with Deepwater Guard style, and when like you see the same paddle wheels or you see like the same turrets. The one thing I do want to mention, the medium gantries on this thing are absolutely beautiful. Like, look at this. Like, in the back of the superstructure here. Like, that is absolutely gorgeous. And then, like, the panels on the front windows on the superstructure to make it look like there's a bridge there, except it's closed down at the moment. The turret does need some work. The turret's a little bit basic. But, the railing with the hole for the anchor. No wave breaker, sad.
Wait a minute. I think
this is torpedoes.
This is renamed, I think, but I think there's something very similar to this that was submitted for the Paterno custom campaign. I'm trying to remember what the hell it was.
Yeah, also Mori once again putting holes in the ship.
You gotta test the durability.
That's true.
Oh, did he build a life buoy? How do you say that?
Oh, a life buoy? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's decos. That's just a cylinder with a few blocks around it. So if you hit Control X on it, you can see it's made out of 4 decos. And you can see which decos there are. So it's a Taurus combined with multiple railings for the apparatus to hold it.
Oh, a Taurus.
Yeah.
God damn, that looks good.
Yeah, there's tons of little details like that on this. Like there's even a little valve at the front, which I like. Honestly, I think the turret is the only thing I don't like on this. It's a little bit simplistic compared to the rest of the design. Similar to what like Doduck had, right? Where Doduck had a lot of good stuff, and then like some flat areas. Like if you're gonna do a level of detail on your craft, make sure the craft is consistently that detailed.
Yeah, this is this could be made more roundish, more curvy.
Yeah, exactly.
Mori, did you just shoot yourself in the face
Yeah, I did.
with a
Mori's just-
shotgun? I like this
overall,
chaos.
It's a very cute little patrol boat, and I quite like it. There's not much to say about it, but it hasn't been said on other designs though. So we're gonna
Okay.
quickly move on here. But it's really good.
All right, Elival in my chat just said like, yeah, like this was submitted. Like, I just forgot the name of the thing. Damn it.
Cool.
I think it did get in as well. Like the way it launches its torpedoes is like really cool. Flings them out the back.
Alright, this is called Ford Granada Tournier 2.8 injection place on land.
This
no, we
is
don't do
driving-
custom requests here.
This is drivers. Well, my
He
driver
drives.
It drives.
That's cute. I quite like that.
Wow, I love this.
Yeah.
This is just a car.
It is.
This is just straight up a car.
It's just straight up a
I
car.
will say, this is what I mean when I say I dislike replicas, because like, it is just straight up a car, yes, but also like, what am I supposed to do? Like, congrats, you made a car. Like, there's really not much to critique here.
No, there's
yeah.
plenty to add. Look at the dashboard, damn it.
Oh
Look at
wow.
the radio.
See?
My God.
Yeah.
This
Nice.
is why I'm actually fine with replica builds, honestly, because people who don't do replica builds frequently, Mori.
Crank windows. Could you shoot the dashboard? We have to like, we're gonna have to put you in a straitjacket.
Yep. But yeah, so people who have never tried replica builds just think like, oh, it's easy, you just copy real life. No, it's harder. It is so much harder. Because you're like, it's like drawing a fictional animal versus trying to draw a real life one perfectly.
Yeah.
It's actually harder to like get details right, so I freaking love this. It's very silly.
No.
It's like it's a fun, silly build. It's even got the engine in the front. It's got a spinning. Look inside it.
Ooh, wow, nice.
It's got a spinning.
wow,
It's
yeah.
got a radiator fan in there.
I was gonna make fun of it though, because they forgot the clutch pedal. They have the brake and the accelerator, but they don't have the clutch.
Look
It's
at the bottom
it's
of the
probably an
car.
automatic.
Really, a design this old? Do you think the station wagon like this is an automatic?
I mean, why not?
Damn.
I guess it could be. Oh, he has the hubcaps at the back though, which is nice.
Wait,
yeah,
driver just said in chat that the hood opens.
Oh, cool.
How does it open? How do you open it?
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't normally do functionality, so we might skip over that. but
That's
I
not
do wanna-
functionality. That's aesthetic. It's just like this isn't a functional build at all. It doesn't have guns on it. That's my
They
definition
did have
of
slush
it.
boxes in the 80s? Ah, okay. But yeah,
How do you pop the
oh,
hood?
I do want to reply to your comment about replicas though. I don't, like, I acknowledge that replicas take a lot of skill. Like, I'll never say, like, they're easy. I just say I don't like them, like, design-wise, because with a game with this much freedom, like, why would I want to see real-life stuff when I could see something completely novel, right?
Real life's interesting. That's my counter.
I travel a lot, so maybe I've just, like,
Oh,
I don't know,
look,
you see one place, you see quite a few places. Like,
oh,
and
look
there
at
are
this
special
guy.
places
Oh,
in the
I've
heart.
traveled. I've seen all of reality. It doesn't excite me anymore.
I've seen all of reality.
I've seen the Andromeda Galaxy. Like that, nothing surprises me anymore. I need things that are not real. Sorry, getting
True, I
carried
do,
away there.
BorderWise. Alright, where's the button for this, drivers? You have 10 seconds.
It's a button. Also, the suspension moves. Like, what button? Where's the button? I want to see the button.
Where do we pop the hood on this?
No.
It's not where you'd normally pop the hood on a design like this.
Is this? No, that's a spin block. No, damn it.
Here, I can do structural and see if there's any ACB for it.
I think there is. You gotta check annotations, I think, so.
Oh, I deleted all the annotations.
Wait, hold on.
Whoops.
Shift. No, that's not that. You can press it.
Good, it's
You
an
can't
ACB
press
button?
it in build mode, so if I. Wait.
Yeah, okay.
There, I did it! You hit Q. You hit Q on a
There we go.
camouflaged ACB right on the front.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Yay!
Very not done.
What?
Okay, I like that you can pop the hood. That is cute.
That is great. See? You would have sped straight past that detail, wouldn't you?
Yes, I
You
would.
You would have dismissed this as just a car, but it is just a car. But it's a car.
Exactly. Didn't even put the kayaks on top either.
It has no canoes, therefore.
Yeah, and now chat's going, engine not detailed enough. Roast.
Like,
Not even a V8, honestly, Sag. Top Gun would be
Very much not.
has
Right.
Jeremy Clarkson and
Prince Adam
James
in it.
May and all of them.
Thank you for the border stretch. Oh,
And
yep.
Hammond. Driver, if it weren't for BorderWise, Roar would have skipped over it like an uninterested teacher. Exactly.
You gotta give more like time to the
Top Gear.
to the like the whatchamacallit, to the replica builds, because like honestly, there's good stuff in there, and that's
There
your
is good stuff.
that's your border wisdom. Actually, someone just redeemed that, and that's it. It's like,
No, not Border Wisdom if I have to actually pay attention to what people submit. No.
yep, the redeemed border sing. You gotta pay attention to everything. Reality's
Alright.
really interesting. The closer
Is
you
there a
look at
is there a back door
it.
button? Okay, the back door also works. That's quite cute.
Yay!
Oh, do all the doors work?
Holy
One
crap!
second. All right, let's just complete. Yeah, look at that.
Yay!
All right, that's cute. I'll give credit where credit is due. This is quite impressive.
This is great. This is an example, actually, of how From the Depths isn't just a game. It's essentially a 3D modeling program. And
Exactly, yeah.
almost a whole art medium unto itself. Like, I've had people in the comments who are, like, professional engineers saying that, actually, the STL files you can, like, export from the Depths. This is, like, honestly better CAD software than like a lot of like professional ones that's just what the people have told me. So the devs by accident have made something that's genuinely potentially very useful. So that's delightful.
Yeah. For me, I've already used it to mod Nebulous Fleet Command, right? Like for a few of the mods I've been working on for Nebulous, we've actually designed them first in FTD, and then we can just export them as an STL, clean them up in Blender, and then put them into Nebulous. It's actually really fun.
The wheels, I mean, the wheels are just straight up wheels, but like the deco on them.
Oh, they have hubcaps.
Yeah, they have hubcaps that spin along with the wheel.
Oh, that's cute. I like that. Probably on a prop hub. Like, would be
I mean,
nice.
it's kind of glitchy in like multiplayer, but like I get the idea.
Oh, and it even has smoke. Like, it has the exhaust when you accelerate.
Yep.
Okay, that's cute. I like that. Good work, driver.
Yay!
My summer car. Yeah, it literally is my summer car.
Yeah, it is.
All
Moving on. Yay.
There we go. The Glucave Plasma Cutter. I can already see this is going to be very square.
I did not forget
I'm
the
shocked.
wisdom, people. Wait, this looks familiar.
Yes, because I think
Oh!
we've reviewed this before.
Have we? Yeah, we have. Also,
I have for sure.
I've seen it before as well because it's was submitted and also it got in to the Glucave,
did
I
it?
think. I think it is.
Okay, I didn't realize this was for your campaign. This is
The plasma cutter.
insufficient gravitas
Oh.
or limited gravitas on Twitch today.
Oh, this is the upgraded version of something that's been submitted. And yeah, it goes pew pew.
Yeah, so I will say, I'm going to gloss over this one quickly just because I've reviewed this before on stream, and my critiques remain the same. Your hull is too symmetrical. Like, your turret is very asymmetric, which I love, but that doesn't really translate to the hull. The hull is also very boxy, which might be the style, I'm not sure with Glucave, but I want to see some greebling on the hull that is also asymmetrical, because you did such a good asymmetric turret, but the hull just... The turret is let down by the hull, if that makes sense.
Chat's yelling at me like what's going on? I did give some wisdom. I gave it preemptively, and then continued doing it. So
For Gore, the wisdom. But yeah,
oh,
overall, still a fan of this design. I think BorderWise, you're a fan of it as well if you took it for the campaign.
well, it looks
But,
good, and it's like here's the thing: it actually functions.
Huge.
Which is more than can be said for some designs that have been submitted so far. Like,
Oh no!
there's some things.
Name and shame. Name and shame.
No, well, I can't because I don't remember.
I know.
But yes, there have been some things where like people haven't read the rules properly, and they've just combat tested them. Like they kind of don't move right, they don't fire right, or they're like. I don't know, you want easy for easy designs, but you don't want things that kind of flop into the water and drown themselves, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Alright,
3D Wrecker, I didn't mention your name, but it's okay. I understand. You know what?
What's the size of that file? So I have to quickly check something here. I think that file might be
See
too...
more tanks, though.
Yes.
See more tanks? Okay.
Yeah, John McPhist.
Mori has decided more tanks.
Yay! John McFist has just reminded me of the spin-blocked plane that we rejected the other day. Yeah.
Oh God.
The rules are very clear. No cheese. That includes spin-block cheese, especially. What? Have you just spawned in? Ooh.
I have no idea. This is Last Data's design. Okay, so it seems like an airship carrier.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, I can see what you're going for here. Oh, those planes are cute. Look at the way the guns are set up on those planes. I quite like that.
Oh.
Okay. I just got 10 gift subs. An anonymous gifter. Okay, so it wasn't Necrotest.
Ooh. Neat.
All right. Well, thank you to whoever that was that just gifted 10 tier 1 subs. I'm just gonna list off the lucky people here in just a second. We have Doduck, Sample of a Text, Sir Crook, Henry, Tiger Araki, Winter Soldier, Sonny McDonald, Slowboy, Nomad McFly, and Monkey Man.
Awesome.
Thank you to whoever that was.
Is there a third guy on stream? Yes, 3D Record. This is like, it's me, it's Rorsten, and it's Mori. From Morimori.
Yeah.
Mori?
Actually, you know, yeah. Let's have Mori review this one because Mori's been a little bit quiet.
Yeah.
And
All
also
right.
getting up the gremlin stuff in the background.
Yeah, when
But it's
Mori...
also like 4 a.m. for you, so I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna be a bit harsh on this. First of
Ooh.
all, too many planes. It looks weird. I think like 4 is enough. What is this?
Okay, hot
the-
takes with Mori.
I agree
the
with that,
Zeppelin-
actually.
Yeah, right? It looks not realistic to say the least. The Zeppelin is okay. I guess the ship is fine, but it's made out of wood, so yeah.
What do you have against
No.
wood?
I don't know. It doesn't. Me personally don't like it. Like if
gonna
it's
say-
made of, yeah, if it's made out of alloy, I think it looks better. But I don't know. I make shit craft anyway.
I wouldn't. No, you don't make shitcraft. Also, stand by your opinions. The key part of this segment is you say it confidently and proudly.
I do
Also,
like-
I will remind the viewers that Mori just spent the last 3 hours building out of wood.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. Although I have to say the cram cannon on the side is looking pretty good though.
Yeah, the little casements there. I kind of like those.
Yeah, but other than that, nothing special.
Alrighty. See,
Okay.
for me, I really love the truss underneath. This is another example of like you have a really high detailed area with these platforms going to the planes, and then you go up the design. You just gave up at the top. Like you,
Yeah.
bro really said, I'm gonna head out. Like I don't need to do the rest of this. It's just all triangles. Your zeppelins aren't smooth. They're just slopes. Like where's the 2-meter slopes? Where's the pizzazz? You sloped the front of them quite well, and then you just made them all 1-meter blocks on the side.
Yeah, the propellers as well. They're the default iron texture, which is like, I don't know, maybe they wanted that, but I generally like to match the texture of the propellers to the craft it's on. So if it's mostly wood, it'll be wood. If it's mostly metal, it'll be metal and stuff like that. And this, because the default iron texture doesn't really match with like anything really. So yeah.
Yeah,
That's my
a big part
go-to.
of that too is like, so for me, I like if I'm doing Deepwater Guard, propellers are almost always a pleak texture. If I'm doing, actually, I think for most fins I always have a pleak texture because that's the most similar to like an actual propeller in real life. Bork still didn't get one. That's hilarious. We have someone who has been in my chat for every time we get like massive gift sub spam, and Bork has never gotten it, even though he's like, constantly here for it. But yeah, I like the platform detail on this as well. But again, like there's some areas where you did a lot of detail and then others where you did very few. And I feel like that's going to be the most of the critique today is that a lot of you guys who are building for this or just building in general, like you have an idea in your head where you're like, all right, I want this to look like this, and it comes out really well, but you're not sure how to translate that into the rest of the build.
That's a common...
It happens to me, happens to BorderWise. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. That's a common artistic problem in general, really, is like, you can... What the hell was this bug I just got? Anyway. I got an error screen all of a sudden saying, like, how dare you do that thing you're doing?
You putting eyes on the front?
Yeah, I'm just
You
seeing...
are.
I'm just seeing how it looks. Like, maybe this could be...
Actually, kind of looks cute. I like it.
Yeah, I like this is the simplest kind of eyes you do, but it's a common artistic thing. Some people like don't visualize what they're doing before they do it, but other people do. And for the people who can visualize doing the thing ahead of time, it's actually quite a challenge to get that out of your head and onto the canvas, so to speak. So. Like, yeah, I understand what you're saying is like, alright, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and then when you get stuck in, it's like easy to like give up too early because it doesn't turn out the way you want it to. You gotta push through that.
Yeah.
You gotta grit your teeth and go like, no, I'm gonna art so hard!
More border wisdom for us.
Oh,
Always
yeah.
appreciated.
Damn it, that was a free border wisdom. No one redeemed that.
Yeah, here, I'll redeem it so that it counts as my redeem for it.
But then I have to say
There you
another
go.
one.
No, I'm saying like, the one you just said is the one I just redeemed.
Okay,
You're
so,
good.
So I'll just say like, yeah, the thing I just said.
Yeah, okay. Here, you know what? We're gonna move on from this design, and then we're
Okay.
gonna have BorderWise do the next one. Because we had Mori do one, we had me do one, now we have BorderWise do one.
I think
You got-
Mori
what-
should do
what is
like
this little guy?
more, oh bloody hell, it's a nuke craft, isn't it?
Yeah, it's your
Oh,
favorite.
and-
We're gonna slap these on the alarm, don't worry.
Oh, this is the new what the hell is it? Life Buster. I mean, that's a good name for it, honestly.
No, this isn't for the alarm, I just wanted to make that joke.
Oh. Okay, I just did the thing where, like, you make a joke and it makes a whistling noise as it goes over my head, but okay. What is this texture on the front here? It is shiny.
I believe that
I
is Mimic heavy armor.
Oh, interesting. Let's turn the... Whoops, how do you do this again? You do this. I like this. Again, this is like a very deco coat build, but like, I don't know, we don't mind that around here. But, yeah, I like how this looks. There's all kinds of cunning things done in here. I really like how the jets, because these are actually ion engines by the looks of it. Yes, it is. You deco like regular jets over them. That looks really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. The front is, because of how it's like decorated, like that doesn't look. It looks kind of like, I don't know, polished stone almost. Like
Yeah, I can
scuffed
see it.
metal.
Yeah, it's the refinery pipe in texture. I was just informed in chat, and that's like a neat camouflage to it.
Yeah, like a neat patterning. So, yeah, if you do this kind of deco work where you just have like a big like circular blob in front, that can look a little bit plain. But in this case, they've managed to avoid that by like just picking the texture sensibly, because now this is lovely and patterned, and if this thing wasn't a nuclear weapon, it would make a great conversation piece on your coffee table.
Chat's calling it a spicy egg. Put a spicy egg on your coffee table today, chat.
It's a little bit too It's not really egg-shaped. It's a little bit too elongated. I guess like a snake egg is kind of this long and pointy, but
Oblong egg today, chat.
yeah. Let's
Right.
look in here.
I didn't realize this was going to be just a nuke, otherwise I wouldn't have given it to you, because a small craft like this, there's really not much to say about them.
That's fine.
Aside from like, yeah.
I'm not a hugely aesthetics builder, like as people know, so yeah, I didn't have much to say anyway. What the hell is this?
What is this? Holy squares, Batman.
This is the
Oh,
NNV.
no, the beam slopes are exposed to the outside. Ew.
What?
Brother, ew, brother, ew.
What?
What is this?
Okay, I just figured out which end is the front,
Yeah, it took me a second too.
and that's
Bro,
Huh.
who built this? Okay, this is Sonny's.
Okay,
Sonny,
so
explain yourself.
okay, so functional thing here. This looks like a front sider by the looks of it. Yes, it is. Why would you put the pilot seat like on the part which is going to be shot at the most? Like, that's actually inconvenient if you're going to use this in a campaign. Just means Rambot's going to get shot in the face a lot.
Yeah,
you'll-
another functional compartment here is literally all 100% of your props are completely blocked, which means they only get 50% clearance.
Yeah, that's
So like these props are so inefficient.
Yeah, they're inefficient. Like, it's not the worst to do that, but yeah, you're right. It's better to stick them out. But worst, like, the front isn't even fully armored. Do you see this?
Is it not? One second.
Like, look at the front, like, just
Yeah,
behind
the
the main plate.
APS and the air intakes are all like open there. What happened here? Sent the wrong version? Yeah, you don't say.
Is this the unfinished version? Oh no.
I guess, but you know what? We're not allowing redos. You get your punishment for sending the wrong version is that we get to look at this.
Oh no, that's unfortunate. Oh no.
All right.
We gotta move on from that because it's like if it's the wrong version, whoopsie. Like.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sonny has been on this segment before, so I was gonna absolutely just review it as if that was the final version and be mean, but
yeah,
we'll digress for now.
Yeah,
I won't be mean in front of the company.
Yeah. Also, we've got still a bunch of stuff to get. Hello.
How many do we have left?
Oh,
we have
wow.
5 after this. So there's a story behind this craft.
That's what I think it is.
Essentially, I was in Discord on Saturday trying to build a pre-Dreadnought Deepwater Guard style craft, and a lot of people joined, and a lot of people vehemently disagreed with my definition of a pre-Dread.
What's your definition?
Don't worry, we don't have to get into that. But this was built as a response to me being silly with my fast and loose with my definition. And they decided to do this. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this has turned out amazing compared to what I expected. Because, like, seeing the screenshots of this, it looked pretty bad, but, like, now that you've got deco on it, it actually looks really good.
Okay.
My main complaint, though, is that you have 2 waterline metal ribbons, which isn't great. But the anchors look lovely, the way you did the chains is amazing, the little torpedoes at the front. The turrets look really good. I might steal these turrets, honestly. We'll see.
Okay.
I really like how this turned out.
According to the wiki of Pedia, like, it looks like that the whole pre-Dreadnought battleship thing was kind of like, it was an awkward transition between, like Ironclads and the Dreadnoughts, which got, like, really famous. So it looks something like this. I'm showing it on stream right now. You can see. It's hard to describe, but it's like if you see it, you know it. Like
for the record, I know what pre-dreads are. It's just I make mine a little too thin to the point where chat was calling my pre-dreads anemic and anorexic. So that's why I wasn't gonna get into that fight again because chat was gonna open up that can of worms again.
Yeah.
Because I personally like the idea of sleek pre-dreads. They're quite fun to build, but chat does not like them. They do look good. Here, I'll show you what I attempted to do. If I have it around here somewhere. Did I say? No, I think I deleted it already because it was bad. We'll have to check. I did get rid of it, sadly. Never mind.
Oh.
Alright, I'll show you later, Ben.
Okay.
GS Hair B, thank you for the follow. It's appreciated. Yeah, as far as this pre-Dread goes, paint is a constant issue, but honestly, all of Deepwater Guard paint is incredibly hard to get right, so I won't judge too hard. Details-wise, you did really good. You do have metal touching wood deck, though. That's not great. You have it in multiple areas, actually, that's past the bow. Also, your ribbon has straight sections, which isn't great as well. You should never have straight sections for your ribbon. It should always be flush and sloped. And then aside from that, just at the stern, that's more metal touching the deck, which isn't great. But those are minor nitpicky details about Deepwater Guard styling, but I'm not gonna blame anyone too much.
What's happening on the side here? Is this thing not finished, or is it modded?
No, but this is a work in progress still.
Oh.
So those are that's where the paddle wheels are gonna go, presumably.
Okay.
Yeah. But like the superstructure, I really like the way you did the smokestacks and like the raised superstructure around them. That's really cool.
Yeah, I wish I could remember to do things like this with the like the wires and the struts. I always forget.
Oh, the rigging, yeah,
the rigging.
It's hard. It's tedious too, so I don't blame you for not doing it. Also, I want to say, you took the Paphos snout style and you kind of made it into your own little fin here. I really like this. I'm definitely taking this for mine.
That is a chin.
Yeah, like, bro turned his snout into a chin.
Yeah.
All right, you know, we're gonna save this and we're gonna put this in my little folder there. We're gonna congratulations, you have been yoinked.
Yoink.
Alrighty. Aside from that, though, work in progress.
yoinked.
Not like until I see the final project, there's not gonna be much I can really add because like there's no point in me saying like, oh, add this when you're already planning to. But overall, good work on this syrup. God, this was really good. Alrighty. Let's get back into it. We have 5 more. We can do this.
Yep.
Alright, we have the Sunderland 2. It's like Sundariland. Okay, it's a plane.
Sunderland.
Ooh, okay. You know what? I'm not against this. Ooh, okay, this is
wow.
nice. This is nice. This is Cringe who made this.
Yes.
I can't believe Cringe posted Cringe. But,
Wow, the turret on the
Yoinks
bottom
to the
has
tree.
eyeballs.
Does it?
Yes,
Oh, it does.
basically.
Oh, God. Oh, God, it's like TG all over again.
Yay! PTSD.
Oh, I love the guns in the
flashbacks.
front here, too.
Oh, it's got
Okay, you know
hidden. It's got hidden interceptors by the looks of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one. I want to make a Deepwater Guard version of this plane, so we're gonna yoink this as well.
Oh, can we just see what it... Hang on, let's try... Let's be naughty and see what it looks like when you replace all the alloy with wood.
Oh God. Actually, that's not that bad.
That's not that bad, actually. It already looks...
Does it still
more-
work though?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it still works.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, wood isn't that much heavier than alloy, so, you can
Well, I
swap
just
them
didn't
back
know
and
if
forth pretty
the
well.
weight was like super specific or not. I like these props too. Very nice. The
Those
double
are
props.
good props.
Yeah. All right. There's a lot here. I'm gonna steal for Deepwater Guard. Congratulations, Cringe.
Yep. Oh, chat is saying that the Sunderland is, well, Tolerath in chat says, whatever that thing's name is, I can't help but mishear it as Sundere.
Yeah, I know Sunderland. That's what I was looking at it with because it's Sunderland without the T. It's just Sunderland. Like that's an actual plane. But Sunderland is really funny to me. I wasn't gonna mention it though.
Like, this plane is just flying about like, I don't... Oh, no. I don't let you inside me because I like you or anything, baka.
Oh my God. I don't let you carpet bomb me because I like you or anything.
Like, I don't carpet bomb things for you because I like you, just so you know. Blushes. Oh,
God,
goodness,
this is
anime.
God, we're all degenerates.
Yeah. Maury, you're
Oh,
like...
there's
mo-
packs on the winds too.
What? Oh, there
There's
is!
packs on the look at the packs on the wind. It's great.
Wait, packs? Where? Wait.
Look
Am
at
I
the winds.
blo-
There's a scatter lens.
Oh!
Or, sorry, vertical lens.
Wow, that is cunningly hidden.
Yeah, no, this is really good. All right,
This is
we're gonna
good.
do power word remove deco. I do love these little round turrets at the top and back though. With the little
Yeah.
eyes. They remind me of you know the droids from Star Wars, like the little
Yeah.
CIS vulture droids, or like the tri
Kind
droids.
of.
That's what they kind of remind me of.
Yeah. There's
All right,
another
yeah,
thing
we're
that
gonna-
reminds me of, like, what's that game which is like, it's like Robot Apocalypse, and like the main character is like an android, but she has like a big butt that everyone goes nuts over, and she's wearing a blindfold.
Oh, what a way to describe Nier Automata.
That's
Holy
the one.
shit.
It's like the little things in that I've never played that game, and like
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
little
that-
droids from that game.
yeah,
though,
the
you're right.
little non-player droids. It looks kind of like them.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
removed the? Oh, wait, no. I need to do that separately. Let's see if it bugs out
Yeah.
again. No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
okay, well, it just removed it on
Hooray.
my I just removed it on my side.
Okay.
So
Nier Automata.
Okay, I see what you mean
chat's
by it
telling
bugs
me.
out. Yeah. All right. Overall, though, like structurally, this looks similar with and without the decos, which is good.
Yeah, the
So this is
turrets
like, you know,
look
like-
completely
yeah.
different, but meh.
Yeah, that happens. Like full circle turrets are hard to model, so I don't mind. Like I'll be lenient there. Lenient?
Yeah,
Yeah, lenient.
you'll be nice.
Holy chat's going, holy shit, wild summary of Nier. I know, right, guys? Like, I love the Nier series.
Like-
I want to play it on. I should replay it on stream.
Like, I don't know. Like, perhaps I have not like. I don't know. It's what happens when you only know of something in passing, and it's like, why is
Yeah.
everyone going horny for this android? I mean,
No,
obviously
I just
you
love
can see
the
why,
game
but,
with the android with the blindfold and big butt, and I knew exactly what you meant is hilarious to me.
I mean, that's like if you are not like paying attention, that is what you're gonna see of that game.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. BorderWise isn't wrong about how people do be about the main character. Yeah, no, like, I agree. No, you have to understand. I'm not laughing at BorderWise's description. His description was correct. I'm laughing that I immediately knew what he meant from just those free descriptors.
I communicate well.
Yeah. All right. Overall, though, I really like this Cringe. You did good work here,
Yeah.
and that's getting added to the yoink pile.
Oh yeah, also shout out Cringe. If you look up Cringe spelt like how it was on there on YouTube.
Yeah, with the K.
Yeah, they also do From the Depths content, and it's like pretty good.
Oh.
So shout out to
Yeah,
another
one
content
second.
creator.
Yeah, I was gonna say is Cringe. Oh, Cringe isn't chat. I was gonna quickly grab the username so I could shout him out. Yeah, I'll do a shout out in my server later and just link to Cringe's channel. I quite often watch Cringe's stuff.
Yeah.
Alrighty. On to the next one. Let's see what we have next, shall we? We have the Sky Rat. Alright.
Flying
What's
rats.
Sky Rat. Okay. Oh, okay, so I reviewed this the other day, but I'll review it with you guys again.
Oh, hello.
yeah,
Is on the wings?
Which part?
Um,
The engines or the coolers or the APS? I got
Is that what those are
second.
supposed to be? Coolers? Like these round things that like are like decoed like hatches.
Oh no! You know what they are? You know like how ball turrets used to have hatches for like you know the B-17 where they have like the exterior hatches to get into the wind turrets.
Right.
I think that's what that is.
Okay. Well, the log deco looks weird on that. Like,
It does a little, yeah. It's a little forced.
hang on, let's see.
Yeah, I love the engine deco though. That's great.
Let's go. That is wood pole 1 meter. Let's see if alloy pole 1 meter
Yeah.
would look better. I think.
I will.
Is it past your
Actually, yeah,
bedtime?
No, I'm just I haven't been sleeping well lately. Also, did you just add alloy onto a Deepwater guard design?
Oh, sorry, my bad. I fix. 1
second.
I fix.
All right.
Not metal pole, metal
I have
pole.
a little emote for you here, Mr. Wise.
Oh no.
Chat,
no.
I think you know what to do.
I think I've been bad.
There we go. There we go. Hit him with the roar mog. But
Roar.
the one thing I will say though is the cockpit here is very simplistic.
Hold on. There's probably a thing you can do here because I don't like criticizing something without suggesting an alternative. So if
Oh, he's a better man than I am. I will absolutely criticize without suggesting alternatives.
it's just there's a term for that. It's like I don't know what the term is, but like it's-
BorderWise out here calling me toxic.
you're not toxic. You're just lazy.
True.
Sorry.
I will not deny that.
Let's see here. There's more than one wood texture. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Right?
have the cedar texture, which is on the slope, and then you have the plank texture, which is on the flat sides.
All right. So in the deco thing, does it say cedar? Is that what I should be looking for?
Yeah. So if you go to where it's like, so it has override wood mat right now. If you do override cedar mat, let me see if I can find it. Should be around here somewhere.
It's
I
not
know
in
it's in here
alphabetical order, which is like honestly
No,
kind
God,
of
no.
annoying. Oh, there it is.
somewhere. It's
Yay!
There, you got it. Yeah. Cedar
Okay,
material?
that
Yeah,
looks better. That definitely
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
better. To be fair, I didn't really know about that until you mentioned it, like, at some point, like, during the stream. So, yeah, that's my suggestion for sample text, is, like, do that. Because the log just kind of looks weird. It looks like you took a nice, essentially, not a pizza slice, but, like, a vertical slice of a log, and somehow made your hatch out of that. And that's not how plane construction works.
No. Why would you have an entire log on your plane?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, overall, the one thing I will say is your cockpit is very... So I'm going to compare this to the Shrike, which is my Deepwater Guard plane that I've built most recently. And got in the game, teehee. But, so you can see here how it's very similar profile to yours. Like, Windsor, same area, engines placement is the same area. Your fuselage right now is very anemic sample. And that means like it's a very simplistic tube shape, which isn't how planes are built. Like planes are tubes, yes, but like you want to really expand upon how you build it, especially for a Deepwater Guard plane. The Shrike is a little simplistic. Honestly, it's a little simplistic. I want to redo it.
You say
Probably
that
will
you've
redo it
got
this
the
week, but-
engines mounted on spin blocks in the front just to get that like proper angle with them. So that would
Okay,
look good to me.
true. I did do that.
Yeah.
But to me, the Shrike is overly simplistic, and I want to redesign it. Honestly,
Well,
but
wait a minute. Did you deco the
that's a
mines
problem
on
for
this?
another
You
Rorston.
did. Okay, cool.
yeah, also there is landing gear at the bottom, which is really fun. You also have landing gear, which is very good. Actually, you did your landing gear better than I did. You actually had to put a little hatch around it instead of just putting it inside the box.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna steal that sample.
yoink.
But oh, so the other thing I would say is, remember for prop planes and like World War II planes like this, you want to have like a little bit of wire that goes from near the cockpit to the tail. This is because how it was done back in the day is those would be the electrical wires, which would allow you to control the rudders. So do just remember that for future. It's
Okay.
based on the BF-110. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I would definitely recommend scaling this up so you can get a lot more detail in there.
BF 110. BF 110. Oh, that's
Ronus the antenna.
that's
is
the
it?
Messerschmitt,
Okay, either way.
which still has the wire thingy on it by the looks of it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm being corrected. It's apparently the antenna. I've always was told that it's the electrical wire in for the actual rudder itself. But hey, like honestly, I'm not a plane guy. I'm fine with being corrected there.
Yeah, like Tolroth and Jack just said, one of the first craft I tried to make when starting FTD was to take a Shrike and put packs into the engine pods. It didn't go well.
Didn't go well.
Yeah, you remove the
good.
engines.
Well, here, I'll redo the Shrike sometime in the next 2 weeks, Tolraf, and then you can try doing that again with the new Shrike. Because I'm just curious to see how that works now.
I don't think it
So
did
this
work.
guy done. Slayer. Oh no, Slayer is 1 second. That's just work. SSASW. All right, so this is a steel strato design,
Oh,
which your sub-object didn't work.
Oh,
what
dear.
no tractor beam does to an MF. So I guess we're not reviewing the drone on the back because it just died.
Why
This
is
is Taco's steel strato design.
are all the T's on back for taco? Like lots of tacos? I'm not
You know
sure what that is.
Presumably, there's like a high proportion of tacos in the area.
Keep an ear out.
Oh, I love the Sea Whiz. Look at this Sea Whiz.
I'm looking at it. Hell yeah! Look at that.
Oh wow.
Not enough people do gimbal mount turrets.
No, not nearly enough. I need to do it more.
Yeah, hell, I'm gonna start doing them. I need to do a Deepwater Guard version of that.
Yep.
Also, okay, Mori, this is a great example here for you.
Okay.
So do you see this VLS on the left-hand side, just back behind the bridge here? The medium gantries here?
Yep.
You see how it's like there's some applique here that's decoed on to slightly raise that area away from the main deck?
Is that deco? It is
Yes.
deco.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, when you deco enough, you learn to tell just by the size of fins if it's deco or not.
Oh, that makes sense.
But yeah, so this is what I mean when I said you can offset your VLS, and it gives it a little bit of depth to the build, in which in a game called From the Depths, you want a lot of depth in your build.
Hey.
I will say my one complaint with this actually is that the mast is rather short. I'd expect a taller mast for a ship this size.
Yeah. I love
I do really
I love the asymmetry of this. If you look at it like directly from above, like there's just those 4 little missiles there, and then on the opposite side there's like a I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Is it like a duct or
smokestack.
something? Yeah, smokestack, duct.
Yeah.
I love like
Yeah, it seems to be like a
yeah.
smokestack, but yeah. Taco's Laco style? Ah, I see.
Yeah, I love the spinny radars on here, like the one on the port side on the left. I love how simple that is, but it gets the idea across. Like, this
Yeah.
is a spinny thing that looks around at things.
Okay, now, big question though is this a spin block or is this on a prop hub? That's the big question here.
Really? Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, so honestly, it's if you want to have something spin... Yeah, okay, so yeah, here it is. It's a propeller hub, which is good. If you use a spin block, that's going to be a sub-object, which causes more physics and causes more processing power to be needed.
Oh.
If you do it on a propeller hub, you can control it just by hitting Q and set in like the rest and drive. And it also it's a better spin because it doesn't rely on physics. And then you can just deco on top of the propeller hub, and it's much better.
That is genius, and I love it. And I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it's quite good. But yeah, and then, look at the lifeboats at the back too. I love those. With the I love
yeah.
the anchor at the back too. I will say, having the anchor directly at the back is interesting to me without having any at the front. Because the moment you run that anchor down, this one immediately starts like going bow out of the water. And that's why anchors are never directly at the front or at the back. They're always at the sides.
Yeah, side front usually, right?
Yeah, usually like a little bit towards the front more than center line. But because right now your anchor will immediately cause this ship to do a wheelie.
Oh, it is
They haven't
like
checked the cram. I don't really do functionality, but yeah.
no, the crams. These are
Wait,
they're
what the
depth
hell?
charge mortars.
Oh my god, you're right.
Bomb shoot.
You're right.
like-
We didn't.
That's very clever.
Bomb shoot.
Yes.
Why would you use bomb shoots for that? Would you not want to just use it?
I think. Well, this is. I think that's more style points than anything else. Is because of how depth charges work in real life, I'm guessing they're trying to mimic that. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm very curious to see how well that works against a submarine, because depth charges aren't really a thing in From the Depths. It's like, it's very hard to make effective ones. But
Yeah,
like,
From the Depth charges is not part of this.
although given that high angle crams do have some tracking, and they'll move very slowly through water, which means they have a lot of time to adjust their course, this might actually work kind of well. I don't know. I'd have to
crazy.
see it. Like, I don't know, like, do we have time to, like, spawn in an easy submarine to see how this works?
Yeah, but we can do. We have some time. I can get it.
Okay, so spawn it close and... Yeah, spawn it close so we don't have to wait for it to swim over.
Oh, I see what you mean by not having the pause menu is weird.
Yeah, it feels very
There were
strange.
more in here. Carb did that. Alright.
Okay, so...
So, if we all let go of the weapons... no, it seems like they're not particularly functional.
I'm just gonna... Hold on a minute. What are they doing? Are they even
I have no idea which
aiming?
ones they're listed to. No, they're not. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're... Oh, plus, also, bomb shoot means that it doesn't have any muzzle velocity when it leaves. So you'd want to do a short range, like,
Wait a minute.
muzzle so that you can get the mortar strike,
I'm gonna
right?
go
But
find the local weapon controller for these things, because... Where the hell is it?
they did not. I don't think they removed the tracking for mortars. I think they're still tracking.
Yeah, they're still tracking. Alright, let's see here.
Very
Nope.
short range. Yeah, I figured as much.
Oh, yeah, very short range, and nope, it is set up to target things below the water, so I think depth charges is the idea. And it's out of, like, have you seen the internals on this thing? That's a really big cram in there.
Yeah, it just they just fired the crams and it just exploded the entire superstructure.
Oh,
Yeah. All right.
Oops.
Well,
good idea.
we'll let Taco work. Yeah. Well, I like the idea. We'll let Taco cook a little bit more on that. We need a few more tacos cooked with that. All right. The last one we have today is the Informant Battleship. This looks interesting.
The Informant.
Hello, Deepwater Guard. Okay, I'm listening.
Oh wow.
No offer tags. Who made this one? I must see who made this one.
It's done the thing that you've criticized people about before. Like, actually, you criticized partially with the thing I made just before stream with like the metal above the deck.
Yeah.
So I don't know, -1 point, I guess. This thing is also just dropped flares.
Yeah, this is Monk Lizards. Also, there's painted metal, so minus 15 points out of 10.
Oh no, we're in the negatives.
Yeah. It's old design Deepwater Guard for River Rat Branch. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah.
All right.
Honestly, I like the layout of everything here. It kind of feels like a proto plunderer. It feels like a Goldwater plunderer almost. Like this definitely feels like old Deepwater Guard. I
What?
can easily see this being in the game back in the day.
Look at the frontmost turret and how
Yep.
the mantlet is. That is bad.
Ah, that's some good old Deepwater Guard styling right there.
Yeah,
I like
that's-
the cram underneath the bridge.
Like the cram underneath. Oh right, like
The bridge is all metal.
I'm looking at the forward APS and like this is like this turret has the least chin I've ever seen on a turret.
Well, excuse myself for ugly design back in 2017. Okay, you know what? No, I'm not taking that 2017 slander. Because do you know what I built in 2017? Where is it? 1 second.
Yeah, I mean, on the one hand, yeah, older designs
These-
probably wouldn't be pretty, but also you submitted this like today. So,
Well, no. He intentionally submitted an old 2017 design, but I'm just
Okay.
saying these two ships were made in the same year.
Well, that's a flex.
Because this was the last ship I built before I left from 2017 until 2022.
Ah.
But yeah, that is some underbite. It indeed is.
Yep.
But yeah, anyway, okay. Now that I'm done flexing on poor Monk Lizard,
Alright.
I'd like to point out, chat, that I've actually genuinely enjoyed Monk Lizard's builds over the last decade. Monk Lizard's been playing as long as I have, pretty much, and like I do genuinely enjoy his builds. I do just want to have one minor flex.
Yeah, Monk Lizard does make very pretty things. And fast, too. He cranks them out.
Oh, true. That time I didn't get much details for aesthetics. Okay, that's fair. Okay, you defrosted FTD Neanderthal from ages past.
Yep. And he's stumbling around being like, what's happening?
Look, you should have seen when I had to learn APS.
Yeah, that would have been a nightmare,
Or
eh?
like, because yeah, the last time APS had just been added when I built the Mammoth, and crams were still custom cannons when I built the Mammoth.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I am ancient when it comes to this game. And then I had to relearn crams, which to be fair, it's just custom cannons, but a little bit easier, honestly.
You think they're easier?
Yeah, I find cram is a lot easier. Like 3D cram makes so much more sense than how the old custom cannons were.
Oh.
And honestly, I kind of wish custom cannons had staged. Cause imagine 3D custom cannons with how
Yeah.
the paddle wheel, like the paddle gun was already insane. But imagine the paddle gun with 3D custom cannon
Yeah.
Tetris. That would have been crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's just the problem with, like, having advanced cannons, cram cannons, and custom cannons is, like... I guess it's just be a balance problem, is, like, where would the custom cannons fit, exactly, between those two?
Well, that's exactly why they got removed, right? They
Yeah.
were removed because, like, cram got added because APS took over the best parts of custom cannons.
Yeah.
And so crams were added as a way to, like, all right, instead of fast firing all the time, which is what used to be the meta, here's a slow firing projectile that does insane damage. Like, Doom crams still do insane damage.
Yeah.
Oh god, no, it was strong enough as is. Yeah, like, I'm not saying, like, add custom cannons back. I'm just saying, imagine going back to 2016 and applying the Tetris methods we have now to 2016.
Yeah. Did they not work back then, or did people just not
No,
figure
just
them out?
it wasn't developed back then.
Ah.
Like, that's what I love about FTD, is that the meta has developed over the years as well.
Yep.
Also, I want to rebuild this Monk Lizard, except, like, same turret layout, just modern Deepwater Guard style. Because I actually do quite like this.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of good ideas here, it's unrefined.
Yeah. There's also another giveaway that this was made by someone who is perhaps still new to the game, and that's the required accuracy before fire on the crams is set to 5. Actually, that's another hint at how old this is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's probably not a new person, that's probably just, back in the day, default required accuracy was 5, and then they switched it to 0.1 once people were constantly getting confused as to why they were always missing. So that just shows how old this is, not that Monk Lizard is necessarily new to the game.
Well, new to the game back when he was new to the game. Dirt.
Actually, Monk Lizard, were you new in 2017? I thought you've been here since like 2016, 2015. I'm not sure.
Newer than he is now, for sure.
Fair enough, yeah, because I was gonna say, Monk Lizard I think has, what, 15k hours? 15,000 hours? 12,000 hours?
15,000,
Somewhere around. Like,
Jesus
I think
Christmas.
Monk Lizard has the third most hours of anyone in FTD. Like, globally.
Wow.
It's insane. Yeah.
That's frightening, honestly.
2015, yeah, okay, so you would have gotten the
2015.
game just a little bit after I did.
Okay, so 2015 would have been like... Yeah.
Try and make that without Pirate Lord Pathos structures? Oh, easy, I can easily do that. I can just do Goldwater structures. 12k hours? Yeah, I thought so, yeah. So 12k hours since 2015. Jeez.
That's twice as many as me.
Yeah, and well, you started in what, 2018?
I did start in 2018, yes.
Yeah, because I think I started watching your YouTube when I was in university, like when I had just graduated high school. And now I'm in my mid-20s, if you ever want to feel old.
And now you're the one chasing me up for collabs.
True. Because God knows you won't ask for collabs.
Nope. Nope.
But yeah. Anyway, I do think, like I said, it's old, but there's a lot of layout ideas here that I would want to steal. Anyway, that is all the vehicles we have today for Roast and Roast.
Yay!
Actually, do I have Riptide? No, I did get rid of it. Okay. Yeah, in that case, that's all for our little collab today.
Yay!
I want to, yeah. If we can get a shout out for BorderWise and real Morimori in chats from my mods, that would be greatly appreciated. As always, BorderWise, it was great having you here. Mori, it was great having you start here. You will be kidnapped for more Deepwater Guard styling in the future.
Yay!
But overall, like, yeah, it was fantastic being able to chat with both of you today.
Yay.
Do you guys have anything you want to say before we tap out here?
Yeah, Maury, like, do you have a Twitch, or should I just share your YouTube channel in my chat?
I don't really use Twitch. Guess you can shout out my YouTube.
I will go shout out the YouTube. And, yeah, apart from that, is like, who's shooting me? So rude.
It's probably Maury, I can guarantee it. Alright, here, let me go grab Maury's YouTube channel to give a shout out.
Yeah, I appear to
And
have
then what
lost
we'll
it
do
somewhere.
is, let's find someone to raid with both, because we both have about 20 people, so we can just go absolutely clobber someone with our viewers.
Oh, I found it.
Which
I
would like
found
to
it,
do.
I found it. I found it. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
There you go. YouTube is Morimori Plays Games.
Yay!
There we go. For those of you who are interested in seeing more of yeah, oh God, that is so confusing to do. Morimori's content, they do YouTube. It's quite good. I quite enjoy it. I like being first on their videos, just to be a little shitter. It's quite funny.
Yeah, you're starting to do that on my videos too. First.
Absolutely. No, I do on any of your videos, but I collab with you because.
All right, see you,
I am
Dr.
quite-
Krutzer.
I will
on,
point out
Levi.
it was quite funny that everyone else's comment got heart reacted aside from Mori and I doing first and second. I did notice that today.
It's because it's
Yeah.
like the first thing is like, oh, what? Do you want a medal?
The funniest thing is that I actually wasn't even first. I was the third comment on that video because I had
Oh.
typed out first, forgot to hit send, and then didn't refresh the page in time. So like I'm the third comment on that video, but I said first just to mess around.
Oh, it's like me with my stream alert today. It's like I'd had it typed out and everything. I just forgot to hit send.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
I do have quite a few. Do you have anyone you're following on Twitch who's streaming right now? We can raid one of your buddies, or I have quite a few buddies online right now who we could raid.
I don't have many, but the only ones in the favorite section who's online is currently you. So,
All
I don't
right.
know.
In that case, you know what? I haven't raided the Worthy Mage in a while. Let's go raid her. I will put her username in our group chat for you
all right.
if you're down to raid her.
I'm
She's
down
playing
to
Legend
raid.
of Zelda right now.
Right.
There you go.
All right. I'm just gonna
yeah,
copy
she's quite a good friend of mine. We met when I played Valkyria Chronicles together, so
She's
I
gonna
think,
get
I think
double
you'll
rated.
enjoy her. There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna like not stick around because like
Oh, no worries.
because I'm old and my back literally hurts and I got stuff to do.
All right.
I'm gonna spawn in my little horrible canoe just for something to look at. Whee!
Sure. All right.
How
My
much
raid
is
is ready
left?
to go once yours is.
All right, I'm going to. Wait, no, I typed the wrong thing. I typed shout out instead of raid. Okay.
Yeah,
Also,
he
people
wants,
have just gotten me to stretch. Oh, it's chaos.
Oh no!
Put your hands
I
up.
put the
All
username
right.
in the chat there.
All right. The raid is ready to go in a few seconds.
Alrighty. But yeah. So in that case, let me know when you're ready to go. Aside from that, I'll sign off here.
All right.
Again,
I'm not
it
gonna
was lovely
sing.
having you guys.
This is the brief song you're getting for redeeming the sing thing. You are welcome. All right. I'm gonna hit the raid button now.
All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Yay!